Yes, my people. I hope you are all doing well. Hopefully, all my audio actually working. Hope everyone is doing well, man. We're back with another live stream. It's been about 2 days since we've done a live. We've got a lot to talk about in today's game. We're going to speak about last night's game a little bit. I did do a match reaction if you guys do want to go and check that out. But today's stream is going to be going through all the FABRIZIO Romano updates, all the Alexander Isak updates for you all. Now, FABRIZIO Romano has done 2 videos regarding Isak today, and we're going to take a listen to them. We've got 23 of you already in the building. 23 of you already in the building. Make sure you're smashing that like button, and make sure you are subscribing to the channel. We'll dive into the chat. Big up Reacts. Yes, Reacts. Thoughts on the game. Isak news heating up. Well, it certainly is, mate. You are certainly correct there. Let me just do a couple of things. 1 second. There we go. Let me just post out that we're live on Twitter. Big up the chat, man. Big up the chat. We're going to go through all the updates once we get to 20 likes. Footy, you survived Newcastle getting to the in. New looks like a certain rap. People only on the bench now. What do you mean? Footy, you got into them Jordans. Yeah, I told him what's what. Big up, loved meeting yesterday. Oh yeah, big up to Curtis, man. I met him yesterday. Genuinely top guy, man. Footy League draw Wednesday, Champions League, 5 p.m. Real Madrid home, please. Yes. We're going to be live. What time's the Carabao Cup draw? We'll go live for that. But yeah, people, we want to listen to all the FABRIZIO Romano updates. And also, yeah, we'd have to give a big shout out. Big shout out to Rio Engamoa, man. Unbelievable away end yesterday. Unbelievable. Lost for words.
Hey guys, FABRIZIO Romano here as always to keep you posted.
Let me see where he actually mentioned Isak updates, because I'm on the bus home and everyone is talking about the news. Let's take a listen.
Hours. We are in crucial hours now. Time is running out, and so obviously they need to find a solution. Liverpool, Newcastle, player side. As of today, lunchtime, Isak...
Big up the chat, man. Make sure you're smashing that like.
And he's still not changing his mind. Still
make sure you're subscribing
to Liverpool Football Club. So Isak is pushing. Liverpool are waiting for Newcastle. What's going on Newcastle side? Newcastle are still, from what I'm hearing, in negotiation with Wolves for Strand Larsen. He extended his contract earlier this summer. Wolves already turned down a proposal worth £50 million from Newcastle in the last 24 hours, but they are still there. Newcastle are still hoping. Newcastle are still trying. They're trying to find a structure for Strand Larsen to join the club and to be their new striker. So negotiations ongoing for Strand Larsen to Newcastle. Not easy because Wolves insist on no intention to sell the player, but the deal is on for Strand Larsen to join Newcastle. So let's see what's going to happen in this negotiation. Don't forget that they need 2 strikers. And so also Visa from Brentford remains a topic, with a player keen on the move, giving priority to Newcastle despite approaching from Saudi also in this case, but still waiting on the club-to-club agreement with Brentford. But Newcastle keep working on strikers. Many questions on the situation of Dusan Vlahovic, but from what I'm hearing on Dusan Vlahovic, it was just offered to Newcastle. But already weeks ago, it's not today, yesterday, it's been for weeks, this topic of Dusan Vlahovic being offered to Newcastle. But at the moment, the focus of Newcastle is still on Strand Larsen and on Visa. Let's see what's going to happen, with Wolves still saying no for Strand Larsen.
So he gave an update 8 hours ago. He also gave an update 3 hours ago. Let's take a
Hey guys,
listen.
welcome back to the channel. FABRIZIO Romano here as always to keep you posted on a transfer market. Busy days, guys. So I wanted to restart where I started the day here on YouTube, Alexander Isak, because I keep receiving many questions on the future of Alexander Isak. What's going to happen? What's the topic? What's the negotiation? This and that.
Listen,
So guys,
I
I know
was
there
in
are
the
many
away end, right? I don't know if you guys have seen the clips, right? I don't know if there's been any clips about it, actually. There's a song in the away end that was all singing, hand him over, hand him over, hand him over, Newcastle, hand him over. Kind of like a copy. Do you know when Manchester handed over Manchester? Do you get what I'm saying? We're singing that about Isak, which was kind of funny.
For today, but I remain on my position. I told you this earlier today, before all the reports coming from Newcastle, and I remain on my position.
I'm well, mate.
Alexander Isak insists on his position, on his desire, on his clear view. He wants to go to Liverpool. So despite the efforts from really important people at Newcastle, the message coming from the player, from his agent, in this direct contact he's having with the most important people into the board, into the management of Newcastle United, is that he wants to go to Liverpool. He wants to play for Liverpool. And you know, after weeks and weeks and weeks to take this position, even for with a few days before the end of the transfer window, in front of the most important people at Newcastle, well, it's showing how Alexander Isak is really not changing his point. So let's see what's going to happen. Liverpool remain there. Liverpool are still not advancing on other options. Liverpool are still having a total focus today, at least. Then Liverpool can't wait forever. That's also clear. At some point, they need a striker. So if it's not going to be Isak, they will need to look at the market. But as of today, Tuesday, and I think also in the next 24 hours, Liverpool will maintain their total focus on Alexander Isak. They want to go for Alexander Isak. They consider Alexander Isak, I told you several times, the perfect opportunity, the perfect striker, a big chance on the market with no competition, basically, because for financial reasons, for technical reasons, for whatever reason, the player is not negotiating with any other club, only Liverpool, and so it's their chance. It's a big opportunity to become the new striker, one of the best strikers around the world, to wear the Liverpool shirt. So let's follow that situation. Let's see what happens. Remember what I always tell you since end of June, beginning of July. This deal depends on Newcastle because Liverpool are ready to pay. Isak is ready to go. Personal terms are okay. This only depends on Newcastle. Many questions today, guys, on Fermin Lopez. Many questions on Fermin Lopez because there are reports coming from Spain. We have to mention.
So obviously, yeah, we're going to go through all the big stuff that Romano mentioned in that video. So let's put up the tweet then for you. So obviously, Alexander Isak still wants to join Liverpool. Liverpool are waiting for the green light from Newcastle. LFC will insist. I think tonight and tomorrow there will be conversations. I agree. I completely agree. I genuinely believe, and I've said this for weeks. Big up to Ant in the chat. I've told him on many occasions. Chat, how many times have I told you? I don't think Liverpool care if Newcastle bring in a striker or anyone. They could sign again Ivan Toney. They could sign Alan Shearer at retirement. They could sign Maneba, and I wouldn't care. Because I genuinely believe Liverpool will bid for him even without Newcastle bringing in a player. We've done it once before, and I think we'll do it again. Because I think Liverpool will look at this, look, there's only a few days to go now. By tomorrow, there will only be 5 days to go. Liverpool will have to look at this from a situation and a standpoint of view of, look, we've got to get a deal over the line now. We've ultimately got to get a deal over the line. We cannot be messing about. We cannot be doing this. No, we've literally simply got to go in. You know that clip where that guy walks up to the cashier and he's got a 50p coin and he's like, 50p? Fuck you, bastard. That's what Liverpool have got to do. 130 million plus, 130 million, and fuck you, bastard. But, chat, we have got it. Here we go. 47 of you already watching, and I'm live at 10 o'clock at night. 47 of you. 52 of you now. Smash these likes up to 30. We've got a guest joining the show. It's my one and only. I want everyone to wish him at least a late happy birthday. Big up to the GOAT of YouTube on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Big up to my guy, Uncle, mate. How are you, sir?
I am very well. Very, very well, man. I've had a lovely day and yeah, very well. How are you, sir?
Look, I'm doing well, man. I did a 10-hour shift.
What, sports shop?
Yeah, so I literally went gym at 4 a.m.
Okay.
Came back, showered, went to work, did 10 hours, just had some food, and now I'm streaming.
Why not? Why not?
Listen, no days off here. We will keep going until the engine has
Yeah.
stopped. Do you know
I've
what I'm
done
saying?
2 streams today. I've done 2 streams today. I had my own one. Then I went on LFC Shankly. I went on his show. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, good show. Good show.
LFC Shankly.
Yeah, so guy, right, he's new to the scene, you know what I mean? He's got about 150 subscribers and that. But I always have interesting chats with him. He's doing very well, and you know, to be honest, at the day, I want to see him. I want to see him do well. I'm sure it is LFC Shank. I'm sure it is. Let me check. Let me just check because he messaged me today and said asked me to come on today on Twitter. Oh no, Shankly Boot Room. Sorry, Shankly Boot Room. Shankly's Boot Room.
I'll have to drop a subscription.
Yeah, Shankly's Boot Room is yeah, I think that's his channel, yeah.
Listen,
Yeah, Shankly's Boot Room.
again, you know, I got in, so I booked an Uber last night, didn't I? I think I was on, yeah. I got an Uber off from the game, got the first train home, went to the gym. Straight away off the train, went straight to the gym, straight to work. I'm knackered after this. I'm having 12 hours sleep tonight. Listen, I'm not a one person. People say you shouldn't stay in bed too long, but I'm sorry. Tomorrow I deserve it. I'll probably still get up at 10 a.m. and stream.
Yeah,
because I got the day off tomorrow,
yeah.
so it's kind of blessed. So,
How many days a week do you work then?
It's Monday to Friday, but
Okay.
I booked Wednesday off, and I've got a load of stuff I need to do on Friday regarding like the setup, and so the chat you're gonna see at finally the setup tour is Friday.
Oh mate, I'm looking forward
No
to that.
more of this pub green screen.
Mm.
Nah, but I'm
Did this thing show you the other one that he's got? I mean, you know, N90 is a G, and people please go and subscribe to N90's channel, man. Go on,
Yeah.
he's a real G of ours, man. He's got that Uno overlay. Has he showed you that one? Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna send you the link after the show. I'm gonna send you the link. It's good. It's proper good.
At least the people in the chat. Can you now stop asking me and Uncle if we've fallen out? Because people think we've fallen out, man.
No, man, what you mad? That's my boy, man. What's wrong with you?
You know the amount of
That's my
people
boy.
that have said to me, "Where's Uncle been on your show?" We did a show We literally did a show like a couple of days ago.
We did last week, didn't we?
Yeah, we did one Monday.
Yeah, I'm sure we did. Yeah.
Everyone
That's my
thinks
boy,
we're
man.
like
What's wrong with you?
fallen.
That's my boy,
Yeah, I've
man.
not done a stream with N90 in a couple of weeks, but me and N90 haven't fallen out. I literally messaged him earlier.
No, he's a good guy. He's a good guy at 90. He's a really good guy. I mean, I've improved my channel so much over the last couple of months, and it's down to him. It is down to him, like my thumbnails and my this and that. That's down to N90. Do you know what I mean? He's a G. He's a G.
Yeah, me and Fozzie, man. We're both on that race to 3K.
Yeah, you'll get there, man.
I want Fozzie to get it before me, you know. I have that humble side to me. I want, because he's been in the game a lot longer than me. I want him to get 3K before me, you know. Big up to Fozzie. But Uncle Man, how are you feeling with the Isak sitch?
Listen, he's just made it clear. Let him go. He's made it clear now. I mean, I
Because when I
think
was chatting to you on WhatsApp earlier, I don't know if he was too confident or not.
no, I'm confident still because you see what it is. I think they've played all their cards, Newcastle, because they even tried it last night. A last minute ditch with two of the officials from the club went to his house, bro. Went to his house, and he still said no. My heart's set on going to Liverpool. So I don't know what happened there. Something fell down. So he's my heart's set on going to Liverpool. So just let him go, innit?
Yeah, but the thing is, are you concerned with 5 days to go now? When does it become squeaky bum time with you? When it's like
Friday.
Friday is where it's like, I'm
Yeah,
not getting nervous, but I'm getting a bit.
Friday.
And you better be right, mate, because you've been telling me. Oh, I've just remembered. I've got to do that 24-hour stream if we do.
Because I've been telling footy all summer rods what that is happening.
Listen, that Isak
That's true,
train
though. That's
has
true.
only got a few more days, chat. If you want that Isak ticket, make sure you get it because there's only a
Yeah,
few
man,
days
get
left
the
to do that.
ticket, man. And you'll probably see Mark Gay on the train as well. You probably see him on the train, and you probably see Rodrigo on the train. You never know.
I am
mean?
getting a bit nervous now, though.
I think Friday I get nervous. If Friday and nothing's done, I think I'll get nervous on Friday.
I've just seen this tweet by Rio Ferdinand.
What's he saying?
He just commented under Indicala's tweet, and this is what Indicala's saying. A lot of people are now coming out and saying that Liverpool are going to bid. I don't know if you've seen the Fabrizio Romano update, which I'll show you in a second, but this is what India had to say. Exclusive new bid. FSG give the all clear. Alexander Isak has made it clear he wants out of Newcastle for Liverpool Football Club. According to our sources, LFC got the green light from FSG in Boston to submit 120 mil plus 115 to 120 million add-ons. Once Newcastle gives the expected go-ahead, Newcastle offers. Officials are in shock over Isak's stance. They are worried his antics will affect the morale of the squad. The player has told his teammates he doesn't want to play for Newcastle anymore.
Yeah.
And obviously Fabrizio Romano confirming the exact same thing. That Alexander Isak simply doesn't want to play for Newcastle anymore. And the thing is, like this tweet says here, you know, Liverpool will begin another round of set of talks. Alexander Isak still doesn't, all this talk of him trying to convince him that the Newcastle journals keep spouting out, chatting more rubbish that's coming out my arsehole on a daily, right? It's looking like that way, certain other way that Alexander Isak still doesn't want to. And obviously the ownership went to Isak's house. And Isak literally said to him, like, yo, why are you coming to my house, man? Unless you're an Amazon parcel, like, what are you doing here? Who's these dons rocking up at my gaff, man? I want my Amazon parcel instead.
Exactly.
Like, what we doing? And he literally
that was so desperate, wasn't it? That was so desperate for them to do that. Isn't it? Don't you think?
I think it's all PR, in my opinion, to actually do sell him. I do think, I do think we still get him though, chat. Listen, if we get him on Friday, Uncle might be doing a late night vibes. Who knows? It could be Isak. Here we go, late night vibes, Uncle.
Yeah.
If we don't get Isak, right? Let's just be let's be negative Nellies for a second, because I was deep in this on the bus. I'm listening to BNR earlier. If we don't get Isak, and turns out we don't get him, will you be mad at the football club?
Yeah.
What if we don't get Isak?
Yeah, because I think you've wasted a lot of time when you could have been looking at other targets Do you know what I mean? Other targets and getting other people in. Now you're going to listen. We've let go of Darwin Núñez. Obviously, Jota, rest in peace. Do you know what I mean? And then you got Luis Diaz. We let go of two sort of like strikers as well, two forward players, and we've only got one in. Do you understand what I'm saying? You know, and I just think at the end of the day, right, is when those players went, players should have been coming in. You shouldn't have got rid of those players until those players were coming in. Do you understand what I'm saying? You know, so I would be vexed with FSG because I think so for what started out as a promising window is now ended in a shit window. If you understand what I'm saying, you know, because you know the things about we need a defender, we need a winger, and we need a striker. We need 3 positions filling. And to be honest, it shouldn't be that hard to fill those positions, seeing as the fact that that sort of like Arsenal's buying players left, right, and centre. I mean, they're after that Encape here now, aren't they?
How many times have I mentioned if you give me a centre back and bring in Encape?
There you go.
Chat, back me up. How many times have I said, and I've done on streams, in Hickby has a release clause, 60 million, buy him. I will never forget, right? I did a stream, and I think a big journalist came out after and said, in Hickby has a release clause. It was like he watched my stream. I reckon, I genuinely believe I was one of the first people in the world to actually find out he had a release clause. Yeah, big up to CJ, man. Was you at the game yesterday, bro? Because obviously I don't know what you look like, so I don't know if. Let me know if you saw me, man. Because Curtis in the chat saw me, and he was a nice gent. Big up to him. But yeah, big up the chat, man. We're gonna get Uncle's channel in the description. Can one of my mods do that, please? We've got 80 of you already in the building. Let's try and run these likes up to 60, if possible. 60 likes, chat. Make sure you're smashing the like button. Make sure you're subscribing. Where we sat, I was right at the front of the away end. Where was you? If you want, I'll just show you a photo of where I was sat, and you can maybe navigate. I'll pull that up. But chat, we have another bomber. Big up to again one of our new friends of the community. You Never Walk Alone Fans TV. How are you? How are you, sir?
How are we, Rod? How are we, React UK, guys?
Yeah, man, we're fine, man. We're good, man. Yourself?
I'm knackered, but yeah.
Clinging on, lad, for dear life.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so what are you saying to me, cuz?
It's just dragging on, all this transfer news now, isn't it? It's just non-stop, especially with the Isak deal. Like, the same with everyone. I just think everyone's getting a bit bored of it now. Like, we just want it to be over with, and we want to know a resolution. We want to know, like, a deadline. Like, we need to, like, kind of say to Newcastle, listen, if he's for sale, he's for sale. We need to start the process now, because we can't have this dragging on to the end of the transfer window, and then we're left with no one else. At least if they tell us no now, we can start the process of trying to sign Rodrigo or Malik Fofana, someone to help.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. It's just like the thing is about like Isak. He's made his position clear over and over again. Just sell him, put the offer in, and sell him. You know what I mean? Accept the offer. Just accept the offer, man. Do you know what I mean? And just get it over and done, because this is going on far too long. He shouldn't be going on long like this. You know what I mean? You know? Tomorrow after Grimsby. No.
Oh yeah, there's a Carabao Cup draw tomorrow.
League Cup draw. But are we going to be? Are we drawn in this one?
Yeah.
Okay. But we've got a Champions League thing as well on Thursday, isn't it? Champions League draw as well, 5 o'clock.
Yeah, I've already got a bomber on that. We got Real Madrid at home. Watch.
I'm fucking.
I wouldn't mind that, you know.
Yeah.
As I was saying to to Uncle Sonny. Question to you. Same question to you. Is number one, do you think we're at hand on heart now? Do you genuinely think we've got enough time? And do you still think we get Isak? And lastly, if we don't get Isak, are you going to be mad at the football club in terms of not delivering him?
I feel like I'm happy that the club still tried. You know what I mean? I'm still happy that they tried to get him. I don't like that there's not been a second or third option after him, like someone else. That because there's no rumours about anyone else other than Rodrigo floating around, and maybe like a Fofana. But it will look a bit stupid if we spent like the majority of the last part of the transfer window just chasing one player, and then when that player hasn't come, it's kind of like the whole. It's like our whole plan for the whole season's kind of just been lynched on this one idea. But I would assume with Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes that there would also be a backup plan if we can't get him, because it'd be stupid just going into the season with Ekatike as the striker.
Can't do that.
It would be shocking. It would be an absolute disgrace. And look, I love my club. I love the players that we've brought in. But I'm sorry, Florian Wirtz or no Florian Wirtz, no Kirkes, no Kirkes, no Frimpong, no Frimpong, no Hugo Ekatike, no Hugo Ekatike, no Freddie Woodman, no Freddie Woodman, yeah. But I'm sorry, we cannot go into this full season with Hugo Ekatike, Mohamed Salah, and Cody Gakpo. Now, the narratives will be, oh, but look what Rio and Gamoa did against Newcastle. Okay, then, so we just rely on him to be our left winger every week, yeah? I thought we looked absolutely toothless in attack yesterday, and it showed we need attacking options when it's not going to plan. Do you really think Rio Gamoa is going to be able to come on and do that every single week as a 16-year-old kid? No. Go and spend the money. The thing is, look, I will commend that Liverpool have tried everything. Isak has tried everything they can to try and make this deal happen. But the thing is, right, for me, selling Luis Diaz was a big mistake, and I'm going to say it again. It was a big, big mistake because if we don't land him, it's a big mistake, man. It's a really, really big mistake. Look, I love Rio and Gamoa, right? But I'd rather Kostas Tsimikas maybe have scored that goal yesterday because narratives would have changed now. Oh my God, now we've got Rio, we can rely on him. Like, no, don't let what Rio and everyone did yesterday spin the narrative. Oh yeah, that's it now. We don't need attackers. We need attackers, lads. We need attackers desperately.
No facts.
Do you think... The thing is, though, Uncle, who are we actually going to get, though, with days to go? It's all right saying, like, the likes of Rodrigo. Rodrigo might be the only other option. I can't see us getting anyone else.
No, nobody else. Yeah, true. But the thing is, I think we should be Thursday. You see, Thursday, we should be hearing something, positive. Put it this way, by Thursday, right, we should know whether he's coming or not. And now, if he's told, if he's told his hierarchy that he wants to pay for Liverpool, nothing has changed. Well, I'm thinking it and they so like get the bid in now, really. Get the bid now because that Stav Larson, what things after, what Newcastle after, right? He scored 2 goals tonight, so are they going to let him go?
Saying toothless is a bit harsh, isn't it? Mate, we had 5 shots. We had 5 shots, man.
Yeah, that's true. We were.
I'm sorry, mate. We looked toothless in attack.
No,
we had 5 shots.
No, we was. We was.
We didn't have a Scooby-Doo.
You know what?
My nan, who's got a broken leg, could have kept the ball more times than flipping Curtis Jones yesterday.
No, Curtis Jones was good yesterday. He was good.
I thought Curtis Jones was atrocious.
Nah, he was good. He was good.
I thought the best player out of genuinely the only players that can walk away in that team, where I was like, I was happy with your performance, was Virgil van Dijk, Dominic Szoboszlai, Bria Ngamoa, Hugo Ekitike, and that was it.
You can't really count who Ringhammer. I know he scored the winner, but
I'm sorry, but no. What do you mean?
No, what I'm trying to say to you is,
just come on and scored the winner.
Yeah, I know he scored a winner. Yeah, I know he scored a winner. But what I'm trying to say, he wasn't that on that long. Do you know what I mean? But Jones, well, CJ, she just called you a fraud. Stop.
How am I a fraud?
Nah,
I'm sorry.
no,
How many times? In that away end, I was screaming, pass the ball, pass the ball.
No,
I love Curtis Jones. People can watch back all my videos. How many times I love Curtis Jones? But there's just, yesterday again. What is Curtis Jones' biggest negative? Keeping the ball far too long.
We had to though, because every time
Jones would suit Southgate ball. I'll tell you that.
No. Every time we released that ball yesterday, I'm telling you, every time we released that ball yesterday, we didn't know what to do with it, and we was getting the ball robbed off us. Do you know what I mean? My best players from yesterday would have been Virgil van Dijk, Dominic Szoboszlai, Curtis Jones, and Ekitike. Yeah, that'd be my favorite players from yesterday. From what I saw Curtis Jones, he played very well. He did play very well.
N90, you fraud. Would you still take Gordon to try to take out our captain? Mate, that's like me saying
you rate Gordon. You rate Andy Gordon, isn't it? You rate with it. You blackguard.
I thought Gordon was good yesterday, and to be fair.
Fuck off. I'm not having that.
Yeah, he does keep the ball forward. Jones was perfect. How many times was Jones actually not able to keep the ball? Chat, we couldn't keep the ball yesterday.
He was perfect yesterday. That wasn't down to him,
Look, I sent N90 the link. You haven't replied back. N90 leaves me on red now, chat. N90's big time now.
Jump on in it, N90.
I sent, I'll put the link in the chat if any guy wants to join. As long as you have your camera on in it, you can join. Click the link. We got 86.
What the thing?
I don't know. I don't know what happened to him, man. I think maybe a power cut or something.
Power cut,
Maybe Eddie Howe's got him. He's now coming for us too now.
He got rushed by Eddie Howe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now, chat, we've got over 80 of you in the building yet.
80 in the building. What about
85 of you in the building yet, and it's 10:30 at night. I don't normally stream it this time at night. Like, come on. Smash the likes.
I'm trying to see what's on Twitter.
Let's try and get to 50 likes. Make sure you're subscribing. Lol. Work late. N90. I went to the game last night, got the first train home, went to the gym, did a shift at work, and now I'm streaming. Get your ass on here, man.
Come on, N90.
What was it like in the sky? You know what? Chat, let me show you a photo. Let me try and find it. There, you know what? You can actually see the whole Newcastle view from the away end. I don't know if it'll do it because of the green screen, but that was like my view. And if I zoom in, you can just see Tyne Bridge. I've got the green screen won't do it, but you can see Tyne Bridge. Chat, I've got a bomber for you as well. The setup is ready Friday. No more pub green screen. Get to 50 likes while you rate Gordon. Mate. Can we just allow it for one day, man? 99 of you in the building, yeah. 50 likes.
99 in the building, man.
Yeah, let me get Uncle's channel in the in the thing. So make sure you go and drop it. Let's go set up. Time to have the videos on it. The thing is, it's ready in terms of like the desk and the monitors. In terms of background, it's not as much ready. But I'm getting bin in the green screen just because why not? But running the moon. I thought Verts wasn't actually as bad as people make out.
He just needs to get used to the game, man. Give
I
him
know,
time.
I know. But I do want to play a clip from Fabrizio Romano for the people in the chat who haven't seen the big Romano update. We did play it early on stream. I'm going to try and find it now. So, yeah, Alexander Isak pushing for the Liverpool move. Let's take a listen.
Very soon. I wanted to restart where I started the day here on YouTube, Alexander Isak, because I keep receiving many questions on the future of Alexander Isak. What's going to happen? What's the topic? What's the negotiation? This and that. So, guys, I know there are many reports today, but I remain on my position. I told you this earlier today, before all the reports coming from Newcastle, and I remain on my position. Alexander Isak insists on his position, on his desire, on his clear view. He wants to go to Liverpool. So despite the efforts from really important people at Newcastle, the message coming from the player, from his agent, in this direct contacts he's having with the most important people into the board, into the management of Newcastle United, is that he wants to go to Liverpool. He wants to play for Liverpool. And after weeks and weeks and weeks to take this position, even with a few days before the end of the transfer window, in front of the most important people at Newcastle, well, it's showing how Alexander Isak is really not changing his point. So let's see what's going to happen. Liverpool remain there. Liverpool are still not advancing on other options. Liverpool are still having a total focus today, at least. Then Liverpool can't wait forever. That's also clear. At some point, they need a striker. So if it's not going to be Isak, they will need to look at the market. But as of today, Tuesday, and I think also in the next 24 hours, Liverpool will maintain their total focus on Alexander Isak. They want to go for Alexander Isak. They consider Alexander Isak, I told you several times, the perfect opportunity, the perfect striker, a big chance on the market with no competition, basically, because for financial reasons, for technical reasons, for whatever reason, the player is not negotiating with any other club, only Liverpool, and so it's their chance. It's a big opportunity to become the new striker, one of the best strikers around the world, to wear the Liverpool shirt. So let's follow that situation. Let's see what happens. Remember what I always tell you since end of June, beginning of July. This deal depends on Newcastle because Liverpool are ready to pay. Isak is ready to go. Personal terms are okay. This only depends on Newcastle. Many questions today, guys, on Fermin Lopez.
No one cares. But as he mentioned in that point there, I'm scared that Newcastle are going to dig their heels and they're going to be that stroppy little bitch on a night out who can't pull. So they're just going to throw their flipping heels around and their flipping handbags. That's literally Newcastle, man. Flipping these Dominic Calvert-Lewin style, because he likes to dress up as a girl, right? That's what Newcastle do, man. They're going to be throwing their heels and handbags everywhere. I'm like, grow up, man.
Tony Calvert-Lewin dress up like a schoolgirl. Fuck. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. There's just no need for that, is there? There's just no need for that. I'm telling you, man. Imagine that.
Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Oh no. Big up to Oh, is Origi? Listen, bring Origi back to the club.
What's it say?
You know Origi?
He's a free agent. Yeah, he's a part of his free agent. So love the kid though. Do love the kid.
Yeah, bring him back, man. Why not?
I don't think they're bringing him
Yeah,
back.
I'd have a Rigi back in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Right, you're back.
Yeah, we'll do it for the vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. It just threw me off the fucking stream and that, so I just had to jump back on it.
I don't know, chat. Let me. Do you guys feel like we've got too much to do in the remaining days? Because
No, I think we can do it, but I think we can do it, but just need to get cracking. Just need to get cracking. That's all we need to do. Do you know what I mean? You know, there's no point in sitting in your hands, mate. Just do it, innit? Major break. It's a bomber here.
Liverpool only work flipping Fridays.
Yeah.
So there's only one more Friday left.
Check this one out still.
Listen, we need it. You know, Good Friday and that. We need a flipping early Good Friday.
Good Friday deal, isn't it? Yeah, check this out still. Just found it. Just found this on Twitter. We had it.
At the stage, hold up.
I found that, isn't it? Major breaking. Newcastle have decided to let Alexander Isak join Liverpool. I don't know how credible this is, but it sounds good.
It's fake.
Oh, this one's fake, you reckon?
Yeah, because do you know? So yeah, go to that Craig Hope.
Oh, here,
Don't
yeah.
click on it.
Oh shit, sorry.
Like, look how fake it is. 38 followers. It's Anfield Papers. They basically chat shit.
Yeah, fuck off. Yeah,
They're like the Liverpool Sun. Flipping. They just
we're not having that then.
they chat absolute utter toss. You know, them and Tyson Fury should do a collab of how much crap they talk. But this is what Graham Bailey had to say, though, chat. Liverpool are preparing a bid for Alexander Isak, surpassing 130 million. Liverpool's new bid could reach 140 million with potential add-ons. Newcastle anticipating the bid. And we know Craig Hope and a couple of other people have, spoken about something like on the lines of this. I've said for weeks, I think it will get to a point where Liverpool will be like, you know what? You know that clip where it says 50p, fuck you bastard? 140 million. How about fuck you bastard? Accept it now, you bitch.
I'm literally one of them ones.
Nah, man, I've had enough.
Yeah.
Because it's actually getting to the point where it's, you know what? Like, don't get me wrong. When we sign Isak, I'm going to be running around flipping gassed. I mean, I'm going to be having to do a 24-hour stream for Christ's sakes. Right?
IndyCar's got something up, isn't he? IndyCar's got something up.
Well, what's he?
Check this one. Check this one. I don't know how old is it. Yeah, have you seen this one? IndyCar.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah. The thing is, you know, like apparently, you never. 1 minute he's chatting rubbish. Next he's talking good sense. Next he's acting like he's working at KFC again. It's like
The KFC there.
nah, but you know he's had some. Do you know Sky Sports? They mentioned him, you know, and said he's reliable. David Ornstein said he's reliable. So,
So he's a bit of a waffler.
I know N90 has a massive crush on him because N90 just when N90 does streams, he's always pulling up IndyCar news, IndyCar.
Sometimes you get it right, you know.
I reckon N90's the IndyCar account, you know.
Huh?
N90.
And what?
He's the owner.
Of IndyCar.
While trying to mash up the G, thought we had a bomber.
What is that? Where is it?
Wait, what?
What did he say? What did he say?
I got no idea.
Now, who was that last message you put up?
Oh, this.
Oh yes, yeah. This is mash up the tea. End night, you man. Stop it.
Listen,
I'm trying to look for some bombers still. I'm trying to look for them
listen.
on Twitter.
We've
but I
still
can't
got.
find it.
Have you seen about Harvey Elliott as well?
I think he stays in there.
I reckon he might go Crystal Palace.
I don't know, man.
I think
I don't know,
Crystal
because we
Palace.
got no depth, man. We got no depth in our team.
Crystal Palace would be a stinky move as well.
I don't know. Like Oliver Glasgow is all right though.
Yeah, but the thing is, you have to look at it right. They've been flipping raided like it's a zombie apocalypse, and now they're in the Conference League.
Zombie apocalypse. You know?
Nah, I'm on a cooking spree tonight, man. Bun all these clubs. Listen, Newcastle, you ain't safe yet, because I'm going to be doing a new. People thinking I'm not going to sit and do Newcastle 8 longs the whole season. Literally, starting from their next game, Newcastle hate along. I'm gonna, like, when's their next game? Let me have a look. Newcastle United. Yeah.
Next week. And they got one next week.
They've got a game on Saturday against Leeds. Yo, I'm going live.
That's gonna be a tough game, you know.
Yo, they've got Wolves on the 13th of September. I'm going live. They've got Bournemouth. I'm going live. Arsenal, go live. I'll go live, go live, go live, go live, go live. Literally, I'm going to do a hate along for every single game this season. Watch. Nah, man, bun that club.
One of them, yes. Yeah, man. One of them, yes. Right, aggregation they've given us. You know what I mean?
Nah, but
I'll be searching Twitter looking for a bomber, you know. Yeah, Crystal Palace are considering signing Harvey.
Uncle, I will let you know. Do you know your DMs are open?
Huh?
Your DMs.
What do you mean?
Your messages.
Oh, like what on Twitter?
Yeah, I'm just saying because obviously people like reading it.
Man, like that, innit?
You get some weird dons.
Yeah. Yeah, so like this thing what Harvey Elliott replaced for Eze. I would like to see Harvey Elliott stay though. I think he's more suited to our club. And another thing as well, I don't think we should be selling any more players till we get some in. You know what I mean? Right, well, how long ago was this? 7 hours ago. John Paul. Breaking, Alexander is expected to join Liverpool once Newcastle secure a new striker. Club sources indicates Ozila is being considered as a Wilson replacement. Okay. Meaning only one more signing could open the door for Isak move to Anfield. Okay.
1 second, my MacBook's on 1%. Whoops.
1%, yeah.
1%, just like Newcastle.
Stop it. Got it sorted now.
Yes, he is plugged in there. I fell on my flipping bag. Whoops. Oh, flipping left now. Oh, what an idiot. City weren't getting Mark Gahey. Fabrizio already tweeted.
No, they ain't getting him. They ain't getting him.
Like, I'll even pull up Fabrizio Romano's Twitter page. Like, they ain't getting him. This is what he had to say. So obviously he said this about Isak. I'm
Mm.
fuming that Nick P could be going to thingy, man. Gone actually to Chelsea, you know.
Oh, he's going Chelsea.
Yeah. Wow.
He's shit, isn't he?
Newcastle are still working on insisting signing Georgian Strand Larson, a deal after 50 mil rejected. Wolves don't want to sell.
Yeah,
but
they put it up in the bid, didn't they?
We've got this is not really Bomber, but please explain to me, chat. Newcastle are still working and insisting on Georgian Strand Larson deal after 50 mil bid rejected. Wolves don't want to sell the striker, but Newcastle's still trying to find a club situation ahead of deadline. Oh, but Newcastle is trying to sign him, but they Wolves don't want to sell. But when it's Liverpool, oh wait, no.
Yeah, all right. Send Fuzzy the link. Send Fuzzy the link.
Yeah, I'll send him the link.
Send him a link. Send him a link. Yeah.
Why is he in the chat?
He said, he messaged me.
Let me just scroll down to find his number. It's fine when it's them. Exactly, man.
Yeah, man. Fuzzy's a good guy, man. My best friends.
It's
Plus you
like
as well.
absolute shocking. But when it's them, it's fine.
Oh yeah, that's always the way, isn't it? It's always the way.
Yeah, Fabrizio said this about Mark Gay. Despite reports on Man City and more clubs, Mark Gay's situation has not changed. Liverpool is his favourite destination. Gay wants LFC. Still talks still ongoing for deal to happen before the end of the window. If not possible with Palace, Liverpool will be on it for 2026. So he's going to be a Liverpool player. So people just need to relax about that.
Yeah. We just need to
Wow,
get.
I don't know
We
what
just
the
need to get it done, don't we? We really need to get it done. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we need to get this done,
I
man.
just think it's sort of like things have gone on too long.
The thing is, the Gahey situation is very much like the Kirker situation with Manchester City, where they tried to sneak in and basically got told to jog on.
Jog on it there.
Nah, man, all these clubs can jog on. Listen. At least you know the good thing is about all this. At least this saga is going to be over in a few days.
Yep.
And
But
we can actually sleep at night because I'm sick of just going on Twitter and going like this.
Until January, it is. So you can sleep at night in bed. Yeah, until January.
I will be honest. I don't know about you, Uncle. I don't go to sleep at night thinking about another man in Isak.
Well, that matter about. I mean, that's what I'm talking about, brother. That's the shit I'm talking about.
Listen, I go to bed and sleep with my girlfriend, and then wake up and go all over again.
Yeah.
I think there's only been once where I've been like, I've got into bed and I'm like, please, can we just sign Isak, man? Because this is insane, man.
I know, it's kind of like, yo, what's going on? You know, with these people, man.
I sent Fozzie the link.
Yeah, I'm waiting for him. I mean,
Big up the chat, man. 52 likes. Let's try and get to
70 likes.
Yeah, we can get 70 likes.
Yeah, hit 70 likes, man. You know
Also,
what I mean?
yeah, big up to everyone that's subscribing, man. We're now 90 subs from 2.3k. But big up to the people that watch the match reaction, man. The match reactions, the videos on this channel as well were going. Yeah, genuinely can't say thank you enough.
Yeah, man. This is some very good support you've been getting, brother. So we get some good support you've been getting. You know what I mean? Fucking West Ham lost again tonight, didn't they?
Wait, what? West Ham lost again?
Yeah. It was 2-1 up.
Who did West Ham play?
Wolves.
Nah, send them down, man. Tin Pot Club.
You know what it is? They get relegated. I think we laugh really because my mates are sort of like West Ham supporter. You know what I mean? Good friend of mine. But come
The
on, man.
link's in the chat, my guy.
Put your finger out, man. Put your finger out. Where's my? Yeah, put your finger out.
If you've not seen chat, by the way, Trent is not expected to return to Madrid's starting XI now that Dani Alves has returned to full fitness. Yo, you can hold that, Trent. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. You can
He
hold
said
that.
no link. He said no link. Listen. Let me. I'll do it.
Oh wait, I sent him. Wait, oh my god, I've had a stinker and hooked. I sent him your YouTube link instead of the StreamYard link.
I'll send him a link. I'll send the link now.
Oh no, chat. I sent Uncle's YouTube link rather than the StreamYard link.
Well, he should be here in a minute. So, what are you doing, lad? What are you doing?
Listen, I think I've got an excuse. I have had barely any sleep. The rat talking Spanish on the bench. Yeah.
Why is he expected to turn to Real Madrid's team?
Nah, man, because listen, Real Madrid can't be having rats on the bench.
No, seriously, man.
Rats.
Nah.
Now, and also, by the way, chat, if you are new, make sure you are subscribing to my channel. Make sure you're subscribing to Uncle Man.
What's he done then? What's he done?
Oh my god, I think I've had a double stinker.
What?
React stinker. You said Dani Alves, not Carvajal. Oh my god, no. Did I actually say Dani Alves?
Yeah, he did. Yeah. What the fuck? What the fuck? What are you doing, lad?
Listen,
What are you doing, lad?
this is what traveling up and down the country does to you, and then doing a shift at work. Sorry, chat, but I'm allowed an excuse. You know, Arsenal fans are allowed an excuse, so why can't we?
I'm looking forward to the bloody thing game, you know. I'm looking forward to these sort of like Champions League games, but I have to go to 1 or 2 Champions League games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Chat, we have a hat trick of the night. I want you to all, please make sure you subscribe to my dear friend Fozzie, one of the goats of YouTube. And when I spell, you don't spell goat without Fozzie's name in it. It's a 4-letter word, goat, and Fozzie's name is a 4-letter word. There's a reason why he's a goat of the YouTube scene. Big up to you, my guy.
Big up, guys. What's going on?
Yes.
The link that was weird. I was thinking, oh, I'm going to Uncle Rod's channel. What's going on here?
He told me what he done. I was like, fuck fake.
I know. I can't believe I sent you.
He messaged me back and goes, no link. I goes, what? And I said to you, and he said, oh,
I was expecting the link to come after. I was still waiting. Nothing came through. Yeah, man. Crazy.
So funny, though. Funny.
So good, man. So good.
Oh.
What's going on, guys? How's it going?
Oh, we are Fuzzy. Big up, mate. That's come from TD.
Big up, brother. Big up, man. Yeah. Are you guys looking forward to this Isak, drama to be over?
Oh, yeah, fuck yeah.
I can finally sleep.
Yeah, man. It's about time, I think. Whereas, like today, like in the morning, I was getting frustrated. It's just too much, man. Like, how many weeks have we been doing this, guys? Like, it's a month and a half or something. Yeah. It just doesn't stop. Like every single time we turn on TV, it's the same freaking thing. Like it's time to change, man. Get the guy through the door, man. The guy does not want to stay at that club, so move him on.
It'd be different if he wanted to stay, but he doesn't want to stay. You only have what? I've had so many people, and they kind of try to talk him into. Look back, background. You know, look at the background. You've had so many people trying to make him stay and stuff.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? And it just still hasn't worked. Just let him go now, man. Come on, now, let him go.
It's disrupting our season, though, guys. You know what I mean? This is what's annoying about it. Like, we haven't signed the players that we wanted. Like, it went from the best transfer window probably in history of the club to one of the worst. You know what I mean? Near the end. So we got to be quick with this stuff. Otherwise, like, we're gonna fall way back at. You know what I mean? Arsenal signing whoever they want. Tottenham is even signing players that we thought we couldn't get, like Kudus and you know, players like that. But yeah, guys, we've got to be quick, man, because we need a centre back. You see Konate, guys, in the last couple of games, doesn't look interested, and he worries me a lot. Has he made his mind up to go to, you know, Madrid, or is he still staying at Liverpool? That performance, the 2 performances he's done recently, that's not worth 250,000 a week. I'm sorry, guys. It's not even worth probably 120. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we're a lot of work, man. A lot of work still ahead for the recruitment team, in my opinion.
Yeah, we just got to get it done, haven't we? I mean, enough's enough now. Do you know what I'm saying? Enough's enough. Just get it done. You know, just give them what they want. You know what I mean? Yeah. And just get it done. Just get it done. You know what I mean? I'm just like getting fed up now. Do you know what I mean? 100%, getting fed up. Just get it done, man. Do you know what I mean? It's like offer them 140 million and with 10 million add-ons. Do you know what I mean? And just get it done. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, 100%, mate.
Why is it taking so long?
Ain't even Gahey, bro. Like, why we taking so long with Gahey as well?
I know we're there.
The thing is, I'm actually happy with taking this long with Gahey, though. Because the thing is, I've always maintained Liverpool will get Mark Gahey, because at the start of the window, when Crystal Palace named their valuation price, I said that valuation price will naturally deteriorate just due to the standpoint of he doesn't want to leave. Their chairman has now come out and spoken. The fact of the matter is that Gahey basically can't leave on a free. So ultimately, Palace are now stuck into a back corner of we've kind of just got to let him go here. And if we know that Liverpool are willing to pay 30 to 35 million, and ultimately that's the Liverpool's asking price that they wanted. They didn't want to pay the 50 million bucks. Yeah, it would have been nice to have him in earlier, but if Liverpool get the man they want, ultimately I'm not really going to give a toss if I'm being truly honest. But if the club want to spend 15 million quid, then say 15 million quid.
Yeah, I'm just sick and tired of coming on every day, guys, doing the same shit every time. Like, you know, I'm tired. I'm not that age anymore, man. I have to keep repeating myself. Like, I've got youth on my side. You know? I want to win the league. I want to win the Champions League. You know what I mean?
Really?
And we need the players for that. You know what I mean, guys? Like, last season, what was the issue with Liverpool? The depth of the squad. If you know what I mean, the players were tired. They couldn't do what they normally do because they've been playing too many games. This season, I don't know if you guys noticed, we've got lesser players than we had last season, and we was crying for our players last season. So we need to like smarten up here, because every other team will improve until the last day of the transfer window, and we need to start working on that too. You know what I mean, like we were, I think we had 6 strikers last season. How many are we down to now? Chiesa, Ekatike. That's not enough, man. That's not enough.
But could you not make a case that players like Darwin Núñez and Chiesa didn't play anyway?
Yeah, but
people wanted them gone.
No, but there was still draw, wasn't there? Núñez played his part as well in regards to giving us some games, you know, to win during the title run. If you know what I mean, he scored some important goals along the way, mate. So they have played their part, and we haven't got that coming off the bench either. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The depth of the squad has to be sorted out. Otherwise, we will fall behind, mate. And that's what worries me, man. Like last season was a struggle at the end of the season. Why? Because the depth wasn't there. Now we're facing the same issue again, but this is even worse because we've got lesser players than last season. Even the manager's saying it. So we've got to be serious, guys. Like we've got to be serious, man. Listen, I've been like this the whole day today. I was been thinking about it, mate. And Footy, we're in a like a bad situation now, my friend. And we've got to be serious about this. I want to win. I don't know about you. I want to improve on last season, which is retaining the Premier League and getting the Champions League on top of that as well. That's what I want. I don't know what you guys want.
I think for me, I will judge our situation at the end of the window because I feel like the club deserve that. And I feel like they've earned the trust and the respect from me as a fan to have full belief in Honest, have full belief in Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards to at least make a full fair judgment at the end of the transfer window. If we don't sign Alexander Isak and Mark Gay, then ultimately it's a 7 out of 10 despite signing, a quality left back, one of the best in the league, despite signing arguably the best 10 in world football. Take your pick, Palmer, Musiala, whoever, right? Signing all these world-class players. But for me, the attacking depth and the centre-back situations they're alarming, man. I don't want Luis Diaz to go. How many times yesterday did we watch that game when we missed someone who actually had the work rate, the desire, the actual pace and power for that left-hand side? I'm more concerned about I'm more concerned about our left side than Isak coming in. Because that left-hand side just looks dismantled. Cody Gakpo, yes, he's picked up a couple of goals and assists.
Yeah.
Performance levels have been absolutely dreadful and dross. The one thing I always said about Luis Diaz, yes, if he didn't get his goals and assists, but he'd always put in a good performance. Andy Robertson, we know that link up, he's not on the team anymore. Kirkes is still adjusting. Defensively yesterday, why is he bending his back? Like, why is he bending his back like he's waiting for someone to give it him? Like, what are we doing here,
You
man?
need to calm down here, guys. You need to calm down with that stuff.
Nah, yeah, but it's true though, man. All he had to do was stand his body up straight, and we don't concede. It's basic. It is concerning, man. Like, I actually think the defensive performances are really concerning. But I'm willing to give us a couple of more weeks because we are only 2 games in and we've come away with 6 points.
Yeah.
6 points. And I do think the performances were to pick up. Look, if Liverpool won the league and had 38 games of just terribleness, am I going to be thinking, oh my God, we won the league, but we played terrible? No. I'm going to be like, we won the league. Where's the pub, man? Get me into that parade. Do you know what I mean? So the only thing is I'm really intrigued to see how the next couple of days is going to go because surely we wouldn't have sold Luis Diaz or Darwin Núñez without bringing in somebody. If it is not Alexander Isak, because surely it can't be just Isak or bust.
Yeah.
Because it's not like we're trying to get that cherry on the cake type signing. We actually need attackers. If we had Luis Diaz or an extra body at the club, I'd be a bit more content about, you can make a case we don't need Isak, but we're now in a point where we need attackers now.
100%. 100%, bro. I said, like, the minimum we can get is a striker and a left-sided winger, and of course a defender. Obviously, we could wait for the other positions, probably in Jan, and then probably in the summer, if you know what I mean. Just in case, like, think about it this way: you get those 3 players, where we're competing in the Premier League. We need some players to come in January to bolster our squad to boost the performances on the pitch as well. So I want to be in a situation like that, if you know what I mean, guys. And then we could decide like what we're going to be at the end of the season in the Champions League and the Premier League. Because if we go into the season with what we got right now, it's a worry, guys. I'm telling you guys, man. I've been here for a long time. I've been here for years, man. I've been here since the 80s, man. I've watched Liverpool up and down. I've traveled with Liverpool up and down. And, you know, when I start worrying is when, you know, things start happening. Don't forget, my attitude was different before. I was all happy with everybody. We signed some quality players and all that stuff. But a lot of players were going out, and I'm thinking to myself, hang on a second here, guys, yeah? There's a lot of players going out, but there's not enough coming in. You know what I mean? I'm thinking to myself, Diaz is gone. Where's his replacement? Jota's no longer here. Rest in peace. Where's his replacement? Nunes is gone. Where's his replacement? You know what I mean? And then we've got Konate still, we're still waiting for him to sign a contract, and the performances on the pitch looks like a guy who's not even interested. You know what I mean? So, like, it's just a mess. It's a mess. From the start of the transfer window to now, it's a scary time to be at, you know, guys. And if we don't get players through the door right now and wait for the last day of the transfer window, and then the transfer window shuts and says, at least we tried, I don't want to hear shit like that, man. You didn't try, because players should be already here. And now Isak is telling Newcastle, is Liverpool or bust? Go and get that guy, man. Get him through the door. Come on, man. Let's not muck about here. Get the best players possible. When you're at the top, you buy the best. And if we get Isak through that door, he can be the difference for the league. Salah will be leaving for the AFCON in December, guys. He'll be back around, 13, 14 January, something like that. So he's going to be away for a while. So someone's got to step up. And, you know, normal circumstances, Jota used to step up. Rest in peace. You know what I mean? Now we don't have the ammunition anymore. That's what worries me. The only season we actually won the league in the last 5 years is the season Salah and everybody was at Liverpool. They didn't go to AFCON or anything like that. So this is what I'm trying to tell you guys. Look at the seasons when Salah and the other African players like Mane and all that stuff went to the AFCON. We didn't win no league. We didn't compete. I mean, we just about, you know, made it
to be fair, 2022 when they both went to AFCON, we did almost do the quadruple.
Yeah, but we only won the Mickey Mouse Cups. I don't care about those cups at the moment. At that time, we should be winning majors. We had the players to win the majors, bro. I'm not sorry about calling it.
In that AFCON period,
I'm a cups guy, you know what I mean? But at that time, we had the ammunition to win the big trophies. But unfortunately, they left us in an important stage in Jan, and, you know, we didn't win the league. If they stayed, maybe that 3 points, 4 points difference between the Man City and us could have been the, you know, game changer here for Liverpool to be with another title, probably 3 by now. So you got to think about it, guys, man. You got to think about, like, look at past seasons when these things always occurs. We don't win titles, man. We win, you know, probably the League Cup or FA Cup. I don't want to go through things like that. We're not at that stage anymore. We're a top team now. We're one of the best in the world football now. So let's act like it, man. Get the players through the door, man. Sorry if I'm going to rant, guys, but I'm just trying to wake people up, man.
No, it's blessed, man. Big up to Daryl who joined the stream, mate. How are you?
Hey boys, how we doing? Right, Foss. How we doing, Foss?
Big up, bro. I'm coming back, yeah? I'm coming back. I'm just going to get to you.
All right, man. How you doing, Bailey?
Yeah, I'm doing well, mate. I'm content with I feel like I'm one of the most positive ones, if I'm being truly honest, due to the fact of I don't think we can blame FSG if Isak doesn't come. They've tried, Isak's tried. Ultimately, for a deal to happen, you need 3 things: the club to actually pay the money and buy the player, the players to agree personal terms, and the following suitor to actually accept the deal. If Newcastle don't accept the deal, what are we supposed to do?
To be honest with you, mate, I've been Mr. Negative all summer. I've been negative, as you know, but I'm confident now, to be honest.
Yeah, I remember when you said Florian Wirtz wouldn't come.
Yeah, cool. I know, that's exactly what I'm like, because
that was the first ever stream of when you came into my chat. He was like,
it was, mate.
What's this lad chatting crap about Florian Wirtz coming, you know?
Yeah, I just didn't know, man, because we've been let down in so many windows by FSG. You just get used to it. So I think I don't know. But it's been a good window, but we need 3 more to make it a 10 out of 10 window for me.
3.
Definitely 3. Yeah, we need 3. I still think we're a winger light. We're definitely a winger light still. I'm not. I don't know. Gakpo. Not Gakpo. Sorry, Salah. When it goes to AFCON, I just don't see the right side. I know we've got Frimpong, but I still think we need the right winger. Another one to back up. But I don't know.
I'm not worried. Am I one of the only people that genuinely is so relaxed about AFCON? I'm genuinely not.
Afterwards,
Name me a
I don't
time
know.
where Liverpool chat and big up to everyone, man. Name me a time where Liverpool have actually struggled when we've gone to AFCON. Because the last AFCON, Darwin Núñez was stepping up games away at Forest. The previous time, you had like players like Fabinho and Oxlade-Chamberlain scoring goals for us away at Crystal Palace, stepping up. Yeah, you had our boy forever, our number Premier League champion, number 20, Diego Jota. We've kind of always done well, and plus we have got still guys that can score goals. And I look at our fixtures around the AFCON period. We got like teams like Burnley, man. If we're relying on Salah that much to beat Burnley, then it's a concern to start off with. The only game where I'm like, okay, it can be tough is Arsenal. Other than that, I expect us to fully beat all the AFCON teams. Big up to Fozzie, man, by the way. Guys wearing an Argentinian shit with Ronaldo as the background. Brazilian R9, you know. Love that, man. But now, question. Now you're back, Uncle, though. What are you rating the window out of 10 if we sign Gahey and Isak? And what's the window out of 10 if we don't sign Gahey or Isak? I think you're on mute.
Shame, stop that. No, I was just saying 8.5 out of 10 if we sign sort of like Isak and Gahey. Because remember, we're still in the winger. And if we don't sign any of those players, I'll have to give it 5.5.
Wow.
Love that. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because we badly need a defender. We badly need 2 attackers. If we don't get them, you have to go down to a 5.5. Because then what you're doing.
You don't believe in Stephenson, though?
Sorry?
You don't believe in my guy Stephenson?
Who's Stephenson?
The academy graduate. They
Nah,
played
that
in
ain't
pre-season.
Nah, that ain't. You're wrong and you know that.
The Ginger Ninja.
Yeah, man. I've got full belief in him. By the way, chat, Newcastle have bit of a bomber. Newcastle have submitted a new bid of 55 million for Wolves striker George. I can never pronounce Georgian Strand Larson. I think is how you say his name.
Well, they're going 5 million up.
Yeah,
But they're still low ball. They're still low balling then. Basically, they're not serious. Newcastle. Sorry.
They're not serious, man. They're not serious. That's not gonna
As
get
I
you.
said, we should just go in and take. We just go in and take Isak. Fuck them waiting for them to get strikers and all that. No, it's true though, because of the
They're not
things
serious. They're not serious.
they know. You know, I said this from the beginning that and everybody knows this. I said this from the beginning. There's no incentive for them to get a striker, even with that Sesko deal, because there's no way they should have lost out on Sesko. You know that they should have never lost out on Sesko. Do you know what I mean? But they did to a 15th place team that can't even win a game. They played Arsenal, lost against Arsenal, played Fulham, drew against Fulham. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, you know, how did they lose out against them? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just, they've got no incentive because they're still thinking at the day, right? They were still thinking up until yesterday, they were still thinking, you know what, at the end of the day, right? If the worst comes to worst, we'll keep Isak. I want to fucking play for you, mate.
I can't lie though. The thing is, I'm not sticking up for them. I actually feel sorry for Newcastle because they haven't got the experience of how to deal with a situation because they've never been in this situation before, from a club standpoint of view, from the player, and in terms of competing for an actual cups now, challenging for Champions League football. They've never been in this situation before, so they don't really know how to handle it. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like dating a girl. You break up for the first time. You're like 14 years old. You got a girlfriend. You break up and you're like, crap. I don't know what to do, man. How do I get this back on track? Like they haven't. I don't know what you lot think. They just haven't got no.
Listen, you're in the big leagues now, mate. Put on your big boy pants and get it done. You know what I mean? No, it's true. Put on your big boy pants and get it done. You're in a big. Right. Newcastle. I've had this with these guys last week or the week before. I did a stream and I had some Newcastle guys in my stream and everything that, and they kept on going on about sort of like how much of a big club they are. And I tried to explain to them sort of like the difference between a big club and a well-supported club. Well, no, they weren't having it, so they're a big club. Right, then your big club, act like it. Act like it. Go out and get those players. You know what I mean? It's true though, isn't it? Go out and get those players. If you think you're a big club, go out and do your thing. It's clear at the end of the day you're not a big club. But you know what? To be in a Premiership, you have to put your big boy pants on, mate, and get business done. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And it's just for the fact of the matter that we get called a low balling club ourselves, and when Newcastle are a lot worse. We bid 110 million for Isak. How the hell can you call that a low balling offer? I don't get it.
I think it is a bit low balling, to be fair.
Is it?
Yeah, but Isak was promised 100 million over offer, though, wasn't he? Anything over 100 million, they said.
If he was promised over 100, if the reports were correct that he was promised to go for over 100 million, then fair enough. But I think Isak's worth way more than 110 million quid.
What?
Yeah.
What's face?
I think 120 max. 120 max for me.
I'm shocked.
No more.
Really?
Listen,
120 max.
if you said to me, you can blow the rest of the transfer budget on Isak, right? If you said to me, you can get Isak and that's it, right? But you get Mark Gahey and...
Do you know how old Isak is, bro? Do you actually know how old he is?
He's like 25.
No, he's 26 in a few weeks. I mean, September it'll be 26. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's 25 then, isn't he?
Yeah. So you're telling me
he's 26 old then.
So you're telling me he's going to be worth more than what 110 million at that age?
Yeah.
When he just reaches his prime.
I do.
No, it can't be, guys. That's just Newcastle are just playing hardball at the moment. That's what they're doing. No player in the current football, what I've seen of football, is worth 110 million. Even Mbappe is questionable nowadays, the way he's been performing, that he's worth a lot of money. So how can Isak be worth that? Because of one season, he scored 23 goals. In order for you to cost that much, you need to be consistently performing with goals like that. Salah, you could say, if he was younger, he'd be worth more than that. I agree, because he's been consistent on his performances. Isak has only been, I think this is his first time he scored 23 goals in a season, right? Or am I wrong here, guys? I've never seen him score.
No, you're right. You're right, mate. You're right.
In order for you to be like considered, over 110 million, you have to be consistent, guys. That's the true reality of football.
He's not having none of it.
This question
I'm just going to ask you guys a question. Like, I'm a bit confused. Like,
but you know what it is, though.
It's like when someone says to me, someone is world-class player after 2 years. How can you be world-class player after 2 years? You haven't even earned the right to be a world-class player in 2 years. I love Isak. Don't get me wrong, guys. He's worth a lot of money. I agree. But when we're saying like he's worth more than 110 million, that's going too far. It's just Newcastle are wanting to distract Liverpool, for Liverpool to look elsewhere. And Liverpool have been persistent. They want this player, and this player wants them. That's what they're fed up with. That's why they're slapping the 150 million on him. In normal circumstances, 110 million is a fair transfer, man, for a guy.
Yeah.
He only scored 23 goals for the first time in his life last season.
What I would object to only one thing with that is that you look at Coutinho. Coutinho went for 143 million. Yeah, and look how long ago that was. And Coutinho, when you think about it, Coutinho didn't score as much goals as Isak did. You know what I mean? But what it was with Coutinho, he had that skill, and when he did score goals, he scored goals. Do you understand what I'm getting at? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But so, like, if you look at that situation with Coutinho going for 143 million, that's 143 million pounds that Barcelona paid, eventually paid in the end anyway. Do you know what I mean? Right? If you look at that, and that was like 2017 or something like that, to that effect, if he went then, and to 2017 to now, and you got a guy at the end of the day that knows where the back of the net is, you know what I mean? And can score you like multiple different types of goal. I can understand why he's going for more than 110 million. Do you know what I mean? You know, because that's how the market is. That's how the market is, really.
Is he worth that though? Like, if you in normal circumstances,
Isak top 3 strikers in world football.
is he worth that? I said in normal circumstances. Forget about the market. I'm talking about in normal circumstances.
Yeah, he probably is. He probably is worth around 110 to 130 million. Because what I'm trying to say to you, if Coutinho at the day can go to Barcelona for 143 million in 2017, right? And he didn't score as much goals as Isak did. Do you know what I mean?
You're talking about two different players. They're not the same.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say to you at the day, yes, at the day, like Coutinho had that skill. He did have a skill, and he did score some important goals, but he didn't clock up as much goals at the end of the day as Isak did. Do you know what I mean? You know, he didn't do that. Do you know what I mean? So really and truly, if he went for 143 million in 2017, you can only imagine how much a player like Isak will go for in 2025.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I understand what you're saying, Uncle. But as I said, there's two different players, and Coutinho at the time was touted around that much because the football he was playing was just out of this world at the time as well.
Yeah, he was
and
Brazilian,
he was going to the biggest team at the time, one of the biggest teams in the world, playing with next to Messi and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So this is why he was touted around that much at the time and all that stuff.
Yeah, but we are one of the biggest teams in the world.
Isak and Coutinho, don't forget, he was consistently playing the way he was at the time for Liverpool for 3 years. Don't forget that as well.
Yeah, by injuries and that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the thing with Isak is, this is the first season. Last season was the first season he broke out. If you know what I mean, that's what I'm saying. And he's 26 years old. He's going to give you. So you're going to spend 150 only on how many years? Like 4 years till he's 30. And then what?
Oh,
and you know, 4 years go past so quick. Look at Van Dijk. We bought him at 26, 27, and now he's 34. You know what I mean,
the things about sort of like someone like
that kind of money, Unks. What I'm trying to say to you, you spend for longevity players. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say
especially at Liverpool Football Club.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say today with Isak and everything, that one at the day he could go over that 30 years. He couldn't, you know what I mean? He can still be good at like 32, 33. We don't know. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
But what
I'm trying to say is Coutinho. Yeah, but Coutinho never scored. Coutinho at the day, yes, a different kind of player because he's a midfielder. If you think about it,
very rare kind of player. Very rare.
But he didn't score as much goals at the day as
he will never have anyone
as thing, right? But like you look at Isak now, he's obviously scored more goals than him. Do you know what I mean? So what I'm trying to say today, in 2017, if something like Coutinho can go for 143 million at that time, because you can say it and they sort of like both players at the top of their game.
I've got no issues with the money.
No, one second. Let me land. What is it? Both players at the top of their game of when the time of they're going to get sold. Both players, yeah. So if he can go for 143 million in that time, right? When it comes to 2025 now, right? You can only think what Isak's going to go for. Do you know what I mean? Personally, and you look at Mbappe. I don't think Mbappe is better than Coutinho. I think Coutinho is better than him. But if you was to go, no, I do. I think Coutinho is better than.
Well, Mbappe is doing the escape route, innit? He's going to Real Madrid, innit?
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say, Coutinho at his prime, yeah, once a day, is better than he's better than Mbappe. Or all right, let's take it. Let's take Mbappe out of it then. Yeah, Coutinho in his prime is better than what Neymar was.
No way.
Right, Neymar, bro, is dog shit. Is dog shit. Neymar is dog shit. Trust me.
I can't have any diss on Neymar. He's my version of Romano.
He's dog shit, bro. Trust me. I don't mean to burst your bubble, but he's dog shit. Well, Fuzzy, I lie.
I don't
think he's any.
Nah, Fozzie, man, you've got to be on my side.
No, you don't rate
listen, I'm not comparing Coutinho with these players, you know what I mean? But
Coutinho
I don't even like Neymar anyway, but he has some qualities, if you know what I mean. So I can't.
Some qualities, but could you say in the day that? Could you say right? You got Coutinho and you got Neymar, right? Yeah, they're both similar. They're both basically similar players in the day, right? Coutinho in his prime and Neymar in his prime, yeah, right. Coutinho was better than Neymar. Coutinho was better than Neymar. I'm telling you.
I'm not gonna interfere with that. I'm not.
No, but no. I'm drawing reference at the day, right? Fact is fact. We've had many chats about Neymar. We've had many chats.
Hey, I don't like him. Never liked him. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not going to compare him to Coutinho or
no, what I'm trying to say today is not. What I'm trying to say at the end of the day is like Coutinho in his prime and Neymar in his prime at the end of the day, right? Yeah, which what I'm getting to is the fact at the end of the day is that Coutinho is better. But yet at the end of the day, right? Neymar went to sort of like Barca at the end of the day for Barca for sort of like what 200 million, some shit like that, and then goes to PSG for whopping amounts of money. Do you understand what I'm saying? What I'm trying to say at the end of the day, whether the fact at the end of the day that we agree with what a person's worth in the day, right? You look up sort of like
the market, innit? Is the market.
You have to look at the market. You have to look at the market. It's irrelevant what we think at the end of he's worth. Yeah. It's what the market dictates.
That's what I said. That's what I said. Everybody talks about the market, innit? That's what I'm saying. But as I said, no player currently is worth that much. The way the performances I see on the pitch in the modern day football,
do you get it, Foss?
You had Messi and Ronaldo. You know, that's the pinnacle. I mean, after that, what is it? Can someone explain to me? I'm just sitting here. What is after Ronaldo and Messi? Who's the next best? I mean, because they got. If you guys think there's something after them, they got to be over 150. So give me.
I mean, Yamal,
yeah. No, that's the potential. It's still developing. I'm talking about like someone.
I get those Foss.
Kylian Mbappe.
Go on, carry on, guys.
Oh, come on. You can't. No one can really that.
Mbappe couldn't hack it at PSG.
Mbappe's gas.
He left PSG. He was at PSG for years, yeah. Tried to win the Champions League. As soon as he left, they won the Champions League. Doesn't that tell you something? And not only that, Mbappe went to the easiest team that you could go to and win Ballon d'Ors. You know what I mean? He took the escape route. Yeah, instead of like trying to develop in a different way, try to prove people wrong that he's the best. You know what I mean? So
even like if you look at,
I'm just telling you guys here. I'm just asking you guys a question. Like
even if you look at Messi,
Ronaldo, what's the next step? I want to know.
If you look at Messi and Ronaldo, I'll probably say Ronaldo because Messi and then they sort of like Mbappe scored 40 goals in his debut season. What at PSG?
No, Real Madrid.
No, he never scored 40 goals in debut season.
Even if he scored 40 goals at Real Madrid, don't you expect that anyway in that league?
No, but no, just to recap on a few things, like me saying Kylian Mbappe is the third best player in the world, right? That's not my fault due to the players that I've seen in my lifetime. Like Uncle saying Coutinho is better than Prime
I'm
Neymar
not
is
part of that.
wild.
Yes, though.
Don't put me
That
in
is wild. I'm sorry.
No,
We have to go back to
Neymar.
that.
Don't put
The
me in
thing
that
is about it
conversation.
with
I'm not in it.
Neymar,
You
I'm not in
can't
maybe
cut
and they.
my
I mean,
Brazilian goat.
Fuzzy. I know Fuzzy and they don't want to get involved, right? But I'll say
You-
this:
He's
I'm-
my
Neymar.
Brazilian goat.
Thanks. You know, I hate Neymar. You
Yeah,
know
but
that.
Neymar.
But
What I'm trying to say with
But
Neymar and
quality
they,
wise,
right?
I'm not gonna argue with. But carry on, Unks.
You know what it is in the day, right? It's a fact in the day. I've had conversations with many people about this, right? Neymar was not as good as everybody thought he was.
He was special, man.
Special what? Special needs.
on.
Don't laugh like that.
Wow,
tell you what,
wow,
so,
wow,
Paul,
wow.
can I
No.
quickly say? Can I
Let's not.
quickly say something with Rods?
You know what makes
This
me laugh? How
could
come
turn
you not
left.
watch this conversation? This is a great conversation we're having here. You know what I mean? Come
By the
on,
way,
man.
Rodgers
Mbappe,
is-
yeah, four goals on 2 World Cup finals. You know, did Thierry do that?
Rods has got a point
No, he
there,
won it.
guys. Rods has got a point because at the end of the day, Philip Coutinho played
but
in a side
I'm not
that didn't have a
having.
lot of stars.
I'm not
Yeah.
having Coutinho better than Prime Neymar. This is a guy that was a part of one of the best front threes in world football.
But that's what we're saying, though, Bailey, because
No,
Neymar played
it's-
in a club with stars, full of stars. Coutinho never played in a club full of stars like Neymar did.
Coutinho has played in a club full of stars, though. He has at Bayern Munich. He has at Barcelona. You could argue Coutinho ran away from Liverpool to go and play with a club full of stars at Barcelona. We do this
Yeah,
whole
well-
narrative. We're doing this whole
Barcelona.
narrative about killing Mbappe, this, and that. Then we'll flip the same thing. Coutinho did the exact same thing to go and play with Prime Luis Suarez, Prime Messi,
Yeah, he
everyone
won
at
the league with them,
Barcelona.
didn't he? He won the league with them.
Yeah, same with Neymar. Neymar won
He
the
won
Champions
with them.
League.
But
He
the
won the
fact is,
Champions League.
Neymar and they. All right, you know what?
They
Linde?
won a treble in
If
2000.
Neymar was so good, he wouldn't be back at Santos, his old team.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
he
that's
lost
injuries,
millions,
man. That's
right?
injuries, though.
He's gone back to
He
his
is
old team.
33.
Bro.
He is 33 now.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But the thing is about look. All right, you look at sort of like Messi and Nde, right? When he was like in his 30s, yeah. All right, he's gone to into Miami, but before that, where was he playing? PSG. He's still playing like a high team. You look at was it Ronaldo and they?
You just
When
said
he was
PSG are shit.
with Ronaldo when he's in his 30s and then they right. Ronaldo was in his 30s. Who's he playing for? Juventus, Real Madrid, and bloody. Then he went to Man United. You know what I mean? He's still playing like whether right. Man United wasn't like that top team at that time there, but he's still playing in the top league. Do you understand what I'm saying? You get what I mean? So
Yeah.
like really and truly, if you're
Neymar's
that
my
good,
Brazilian goat. That's
you
just
listen,
that.
if you're that good,
Nah,
if you're that good at the day, right?
Yeah, but the
You
thing
don't
is,
lose that ability. You don't
You-
end up a Santos to Bomba Clad.
name me 5 Brazilian players who are better than Neymar in my lifetime. I'm
Ronaldinho.
What year were you born?
If you talk about
Name
your
me
life,
5
you're only,
players who are better
you're only
than
20 years
Neymar.
old, bro.
When were you born?
You're
05.
20 years old.
Ronaldinho 1, Ronaldo 2.
Yeah.
Who else is there?
Mbappe.
Yeah, but I'm talking the duration
Well,
of
in
my
his lifetime,
lifespan.
he's talking about
I can't comment on like Ronaldinho when I'm 1 or 2 years old and I'm literally sucking on milk.
Yeah, so then what you got to say then and day, right, is that well, you can't really say that sort of like Neymar is a goat of goats of all goats.
Yeah, but no, I'm on about my lifetime. He's my Brazilian.
Well, then
goat.
you put it down to your lifetime then.
Me personally, Neymar is top 3, top 4 top footballers I've ever seen play in my lifetime.
You lifetime, okay.
I think he's
Yeah, he's
unbelievable.
right, though, isn't he? He's right, yeah.
No, okay, no, I love that.
Like I know you guys will talk about Ronaldinho and all these great Brazilian players over the past 20 plus years, but I'm not one of these fans where I'll just sit and lie about what I've seen and not seen. Like I can't comment on a player that was before my time. It's like me saying it's like my it's like me commenting on flipping, I don't know, Pele. Yeah, I know Pele was a good footballer, but like I can't comment on Pele as a whole because I didn't watch him.
I can't comment, but because he was before my
Do you know what I mean?
I saw him as
That's
a kid in the 70s playing on
like
TV. But
Cruyff.
what I'm trying to
I
say
could
then,
comment on
like,
Cruyff.
what I'm trying to say, when you look at sort of like Neymar and then Day, right? What I'm trying to say, then Neymar was not as good as everybody thought he was. To be honest,
He was special, man.
you know what I mean. As I said, special. You know what I mean.
Special.
Nah, man. But I think we do need to get back to one thing because I think I've been wanting to ask Fozzie this, right? Two things.
Go on.
Alexander Isak and Mark Gay or Julian of Alvarez.
On his own.
Yes, Alvarez on his own, or Isak and Gay.
Isak and Gay all day long. But if you ask me, Isak and Alvarez, I'm Alvarez all the way, bro. I would never change my mind.
He likes Alvarez.
I like
Isak
Isak
as well.
Yeah, he's the
I like Rep as well.
The thing is,
you know what Alvarez reminds me of? Alvarez reminds me of Luis Suarez. And nowadays, Luis Suarez, the way he plays, the way he plays, and
Hugo Katike reminds me of Fernando Torres. I'll be real.
What's that?
Hugo Katike.
Yeah, he does actually. He does. Yeah.
Fernando who?
Torres. You know what I mean? I think it's the way that it's the way that he gets about the pitch. The way that he gets about the pitch.
It's about his finishing for me. Like the actual finishing. Him as an actual overall footballer, I'm not comparing him to Torres, but in terms of that, like that finish, man, Jesus.
The way he places the ball in the back of the net, you talk about.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
he's amazing to be fair.
You know, like the goal he scored against Crystal Palace, when that was just like what Torres did against Chelsea, innit?
Yeah.
When he slowed down the player and just slotted
He places it in the bottom corner, guys. I don't know if you guys see that. Like the way he finishes, it's not a blast or anything like that. It's just a placement in the bottom corner, and I like that about him. There's no panic, if you know what I mean. There's never panic with Katike.
Would you guys rather find Rodrigo and Gay or Isak on his own?
Say that again?
Would you rather sign Rodrigo with Gay, so you get at least a forward with a centre back, or Isak on his own?
I'd rather have Isak, man. We need a striker, guys.
Isak on his own. Isak.
We need a striker, man.
For me, Isak guarantees it's the Premier League. And now I know football ain't played on paper, but for me, if all God willing everything goes to plan, we win the league with Isak in this team. This is a player in his first season, struggled with injuries, had was scoring a goal every 2 games, back to back scoring plus 20 plus goals in the Premier League. You have to think in my opinion, I actually think the Newcastle team's quite average. Right, took him to Champions League football twice, 2 cup finals, won him a cup final. So you could understand Newcastle asking for a hefty price tag in terms of what he's done for them. And you look in today's price market, you got that guy from Wolves going for 55 million quid. Like, let's be real here.
And that's gonna get rejected.
Yeah, that's definitely rejected.
Benjamin Tesco, they got their whole meal deal up front now in Cunha and Mbeumo now. They're all on 007. You know what I'm saying? He's going for 80 plus million.
Yeah,
I still said that Newcastle should have gone to Aston Villa, offer money for Jacob Ramsey and Morgan Rogers.
Yep.
They should have done a double swoop, but yet they've done a single swoop. Their head's not in the game. Do you know what I mean? They could have got both players, yeah.
No, Unks, you know what it is? They're locked into that Isak thing, innit? They've gone. Their heads are gone. They're concentrating, trying to persuade Isak to stay rather than buying these players. You're saying their heads are gone, mate. Their heads are gone. They're all over the place. You know what I mean, this is why Isak wants to leave. You know what I mean, you're not even you listen. You could ask a player to stay, but at least buy the right players around him. You know what I mean, to make him stay. They're not even doing that. They're just too busy, like low bowling teams. Like you're asking for 50 million for that striker from Wolverhampton. Now you're going 55 £5 million improvement. Are you forgetting like Wolves have their own ambition? What would Wolves rather do? Accept like money for their main striker that could prevent them from relegation, or sell the striker and get relegated? What do you think they're going to choose at that two? Come on, man. At least give them money that could get more than 2 strikers. I mean, that's 55 million ain't going to get you 1 striker in the modern market. Come on, man.
You know what isn't they? If they sort of like said like, you know what, we give you 55 million for the player, but we're also going to give you like 15 million add-ons. Do you know what I mean? 15 million add-ons.
Yeah.
That's you know what's that? That's 70 million, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So it'll come up to 70 million. You know, that in that way, and I think that Wolves would have done it. But I honestly feel it today, right? This bid by sort of like Newcastle that's coming in at 55 million, I think that's going to get rejected, and they're going to be back in the same place as what it was. When what they should have done is gone to Aston Villa and done a double swoop for 100 million.
It says here, Ben Jacobs, there's a bomber now, like 24 minutes ago. Sorry to interrupt, Bunks. Wolves have rejected a second Newcastle bid for Strand Larsen worth 55 million. There you go. We just said
what
that.
Did I say? What did I just say?
Yeah, Ben Jacobs just said it.
Yeah.
Is it this tweet that just pulled?
24 minutes ago. Yeah, 24 minutes ago.
What I don't get is
I'll share with you.
why don't Newcastle go for Ramos at PSG? He'd be perfect for Newcastle.
Yeah.
Ramos would be perfect, and less money.
Yeah,
Look,
that's another one.
If Newcastle want to be tight, I'll knock on my neighbour's door tomorrow and be like, look, pack your bags, you're going up to the northeast. Because this is getting ridiculous.
Oh, why don't they let... Why
5 mil upwards of a bid.
Prats.
Are they, like, what Charlie shit are they doing up there? Because it's not paracetamols.
Why don't they let Liverpool do their transfers for them? I'm sure Liverpool will find them.
George Smacker. We need George
You know what I
Smacker,
mean?
man.
But do you know what it is, yeah? Do you know what it is? It's like, this is what I'm talking about. They haven't got a clue. Yeah, haven't got a clue. And that's what I'm trying to say to you. And to say people, the difference between a big club and a well-supported club. And as far as I can see, is that Newcastle's just a well-supported club. They're not a big club because they're not moving like so. Do you know what I mean? They could end up with nothing, you know. You know what I mean? They could end up with nothing. Because I'm sure at the end of the day, right, if Isak gets fed up, he's just going to put a transfer request in. He's just going to put a transfer request in and sort of or terminate his contract or something, and you know what I mean? And then Liverpool can just pattern that up. You know, and pay them 4 million. Do you understand what I'm saying? Just fancy just doing that for 5 minutes. I knew he was going to get rejected. Before I even saw the tweet, I knew he was going to get rejected. I just knew it.
Yeah.
It's just pathetic. I don't know what they're doing.
They don't want to lose Isak, mate. They're playing a game, and I hope Isak and his crew know about that. They're playing a game. They don't want the guy to leave, so they're just doing this meaty, low ball kind of signings they're trying to make. And then at the end of the day, when the transfer window closes, they're going to tell Isak, at least we tried. I mean, but you got to stay now. You keep hearing that, don't you guys? Like after the game yesterday, he's got to stay now because Gordon is suspended. All the pundits, the Man United fans, Chelsea fans, Arsenal fans, they're all saying it. They're all saying it now. He's got to stay because they've lost Gordon now, and the transfer window is going to be closed very soon, so Isak can't go anywhere. That's all I've been hearing all morning and yesterday.
Did you see that he scored twice for Wolves tonight as well?
Yeah.
Larsen. So his price could have gone up by another couple of million just for that anyway. So
Exactly.
I mean,
So tell you what, man. But the thing is about if Newcastle was serious about what they're doing and everything, that they would have had their strikers.
They're not big clubs.
They would have had their strikers.
Big clubs. You know what I mean? Big clubs don't act like that. They don't dwell on players, do they? They get rid of them if they have to, and they move on. They haven't signed any decent player like this season. What have they signed, guys? That's gonna push them for next season, for this season. Sorry. What have they signed?
Elanga and Rodgers. Right. That's about it, really.
Yeah, right.
Ramsey, innit? Ramsey.
Ramsey's a good signing. I would take him.
Ramsey, that's it. Yeah. Did you see what the Liverpool fans said on the Newcastle post last night? By the way,
what is that?
that Liverpool or Newcastle done is act like children all summer. They got beaten by a child last night.
Ah, shit.
No, man. You know Eddie Howe and
He's
that.
gone
They
back to
should.
school, I heard this morning. Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
how Newcastle love messing around and not being serious and telling jokes. They need to go on CBeebies, man. Yeah, go and entertain kids. You ain't ready for this big boy life. Eddie Howe, Eddie Howe should be the next flipping
It's
Mr.
amazing
Mr.
for you.
Tumble and that.
It's amazing, isn't it, for you and you know, panel. Like not so long ago, Newcastle were the victims of Mark Ashley, innit?
Yeah.
And now they're doing the same thing Mark Ashley is doing. You know what I mean? Bullying people. I mean, they're
Yeah,
making.
they
that
bullied
guy was-
Stavely. They bullied Stavely out of the club.
That
Yeah.
guy, I forgot his name. I just can't pronounce his name. Literally rocked up to Isak's house. Isak's probably
Can
thinking,
you
"Yo,
believe the cheek of that?
Isak's probably thinking, yo, my Amazon parcel's arrived, man. You got this knob who's just arrived."
That's what
And he's like, "Jog on, mate." No, I'm not staying at your flipping tin pot.
Imagine
I'm going
Isak
down to
must be just
Northwest,
saying,
man, not Northeast.
imagine when Isak must be just at home, yeah, eating his dinner and everything that, just gonna settle down to watch the game and for that, and he got these two mugs at your door. Front door.
I tell you what, mate, he's all boxed up now. He's all packed. The house is empty. He's ready to go.
Oh no, it
You know
is.
what's funny? Yeah, like no, it's not funny actually. Like what I love, this is why I want Isak now. It's not just in spite of Newcastle anymore. It's in spite of everybody. You know what I mean? That's supporting this nonsense. Like for him to stay at Newcastle. That's one of the things I'm for. You know what I mean? Isak coming to Liverpool. But the other thing is as well, guys. Like we better make some songs for this kid, man. The guy is fighting to come to Liverpool. You know, he's doing everything he can from his end to come to Liverpool. And I've never seen a player like that doing that for Liverpool for years. You know that. So once he walks through that door, you better appreciate him because he deserves it, man. He wanted even. I guarantee you. Listen, Newcastle's owners are the richest in the world, whether you like you like to hear it or not. You know what I mean? The club is not the richest, but the owners are the richest people in the world. So they must have offered him bundles of money, like untold. I'm talking about money. For him to stay at Newcastle, and he still rejected that to come to Liverpool. That's crazy, man. That deserves respect, in my opinion, from us, 100%.
Of course it does. Of course it does. It shows an intent. You think about it. Every player that's come to Liverpool so far, right, has wanted to play for the club.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? They've wanted to play for the club.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And you can't get better than that, can you?
No.
You cannot get better than that. Do you know what I
Enjoy
mean?
the moment.
Apart from Kanata, he wants out.
No, that
I
guy.
don't. I don't know. I don't know where his head's at.
His
So I
head's
can't
gonna
really comment
rouse,
on
man.
it.
He needs to
Nah,
fix up.
Kanati's my boy, man. I'm backing
He needs to
Kanati.
fix up, man. He needs to fix up. Let me put it that way.
Oh man, I want to see Joe Gomez playing centre half Sunday. I don't want Kanata playing Sunday. It's got to be Gomez and Van Dijk
He's
Sunday.
all over the place. He's gonna
Gotta
get
be.
someone injured at this rate, man. The way he's freaking
Yeah.
playing. That pass he
Yeah.
did in the middle of the pitch. Did you guys see that pass yesterday? I mean, yesterday. Like when I think he tried to pass to Gravenberch or something, but the player's already there, and then they attacked. I think they needed scores from that. Like, I'm thinking to myself, bro, that's not a guy who's committed. You don't look
He needs to be taken out.
You're making an obvious pass to Newcastle to attack us, and then Tonali won the ball. Tonali outpaced him. Couldn't catch him.
Yeah.
Tonali, one of the fastest centre backs, couldn't catch Tonali. Come on, man.
I
You know what, I've got concerns, Bailey. I've got concerns that if we lose Gravenberch, we're in trouble. I still think we need a DM. We need a DM, man.
Yeah, we've been needing one for about 2
thing is,
seasons.
We need a
now.
DM.
Like, I think we need to be realistic here. Like, I feel like every single club in the world can always say we could do with this, we could do with this. Like, at what point are we all going to be like, you know what? Feet up, I'm happy with the actual team now. There's always going to be room for a little bit of an improvement. And that's always going to happen with each year. Next year, we're going to have to start preparing for probably another attacker because we're only going to have 1 year left on Virgil van Dijk. 1 year left. I think a lot of people have forgotten we have signed Giovanni Leone as well, you know.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
we know
He's
the
a
club
beast.
wanted.
He's a beast.
Which we know the club
He's a
wanted to
beast,
bring
yeah.
in that young centre back. So no one can't really complain the fact that we'll have a back line of Virgil van Dijk, Kanate, Giovanni Leone, Gomez, and Kanate, and potentially Mark Gay. Name me a better selection of centre backs than that. You could probably argue Arsenal, and that'll probably be it.
You know what it is? Do you know what it is, Fox? Yeah, I don't think it's so much of the back line, but I know for a fact, and I'll take me for instance. Yeah, I know for a fact, and I've been for the last 2 seasons, so I have been screaming out for a DM. We have needed a DM. You know what I mean? And there's certain games at the day where where the fact at the day that obviously Gravenberch plays in that position, that's his position. But the things about it with Gravenberch, he's not an actual DM. So really and truly, he's doing more work. So there's certain games at the day that he's gonna be tired, and then people are just gonna run past him. Like the League Cup final, where people just running past him in midfield. And McAllister, if you got like obviously a proper DM that's his job is a DM. Well, people don't get past him. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's what it
We
probably
waited
is.
3 years, Rod. We waited 3 years for a DM.
Yeah, there you go.
Since Fabinho left. Since Fabinho left. You know what I mean? So
it's something that's been needed. I mean, I understand what you're saying about sort of like, obviously be sort of like content with your team, but I think it's something that's been needed in the team for about 3 years now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? At what point do we say it and day, well, when are we going to get a DM? Do you know what I mean? This becomes that, I suppose.
Genie,
You know what I mean?
Genie, we never replaced Genie either.
Nope.
When he left. So
Till
we
now,
need bodies.
Till now, to Gravenberch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and Stefan Bajcetic is not going to cut it for me either. He's too injury prone at this stage of his career already. Saying that he's got growing pains, he's had them for 3 years. You know what I mean? So, and the only backup we have got to grab really is Endo, and he's in his 30s now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't trust Endo. I'm sorry. We saw that at right back the other week against Bournemouth.
That was at right back though. How many times did we say last season bring on Endo though?
No, I like
for
Endo.
5 minutes games.
I'm sorry, but I'll defend. I'm happy with our midfield options. If we don't get a DM, we're not going to get a DM. Let's be realistic. We're not going to get a DM. I'd rather wait a year and go and get me Adam Morton in a year's time. Our midfield selections, I'm very content with. How are people not going to be happy with our midfielders of Florian Wirtz, Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, Curtis Jones, Endo, potentially Harvey Elliott, who's probably going to stay, Trey Naoni. How are these not good midfield selections? Considering we play 4-2-3-1, so we're actually only going to be playing 2 out of the 2 players in a double pivot, and still going to have a decent amount of players to bring on. Like, how many times last season was we ranting and raving how good of a performance the likes of Endo keep putting Szoboszlai in this new role now, Alexis McAllister, Ryan Gravenberch, Curtis Jones. Like, we can't, like, I just think sometimes as fans, we can be we're just being critiqued just to critique. Like, in my opinion.
Curtis Jones for me is like has one good game in 5, which I don't think is good enough personally.
Who?
Curtis Jones has one good game in 5. That's how he rolls. We've seen that. You know what I mean? I don't think he's very trustworthy.
I think there's more. God. He has. Yeah, I think to me he has more better games than what he has bad. The only thing that I will say about obviously I'm midfield at the end of the day, right, is that critique for the sake of critique. It's a fact that they talk like, we have been screaming out for DM for 3 years. Do you know what I mean? It's not just now that we were saying and they look, we need a DM. We've been saying for about 3 years. Ever since Fabinho left, we said that we needed a DM. Ever since Gini Wijnaldum left, we said we needed a holding midfielder. Do you know what I mean? And we never got those players. We never got the players. We only just got that player now in arguably Ryan Gravenberch. You can say that he's a Gini Wijnaldum type player. You know what I mean? But look how long ago that Gini Wijnaldum left. Do you understand what I'm saying? So there's been problems in the squad that people have talked about even back then. And obviously they're still talking about it now. Do you understand what I'm saying? And like, yes, at the end of the day, the players that we got are good players. I wouldn't criticize the good players, but they're not. you're putting square pegs in round holes. Yeah, and that's one way of burning out sort of like players. You know what I mean? Having to do like 2 jobs. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, but listen, the players that the midfield that we got, like Curtis Jones, Ryan Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, Wirtz, McAllister, and so forth, Trainee Oni, and so forth. I'm happy with it, but I'll be more happy in the day if we had a proper DM that we didn't have to sort of like say, right, you know what, in the day, McAllister, you're gonna play defensive today. Ryan Gravenberch, you're the DM. Do you know what I mean? When he's not really a DM. He's more of an 8 than what he is a DM. Do you understand what I'm getting at? It's just like people doing a job for the team. Do you know what I mean? Because like look at Szoboszlai yesterday. Szoboszlai, he's not a right back. He's an 8. You know what I mean? But yet he was at right back and he did the job. Would I play him there all the time? No, I wouldn't play him there all the time. I'd rather him be in midfield. Because when he went into midfield yesterday, he started to do damage. He was one that dumbing the ball and then Engamar jumps on it, bang, back of the net. Do you know what I mean? So, like, he's more effective in midfield. Yes, he did a job at right back, but he's more effective in midfield. And I just think we've got to the situation that with our team now that we need the right players in the right position, not having to do with these players. Because Arne Slot was even talking about the fact that if we don't sign Gay or any defenders, and bro, we got Gravenberch and we got Endo that we can put in there and so forth. Do you know what I mean? So you're already thinking at that time in putting spare pegs in round holes, and that's what I'm really like doing.
But I also think though, Rods, as well. I don't know if you agree with Foz, but we actually don't know what fit of a Macca's going to be all season, because it's starting to be a concern with Mac as well with his injuries. He's starting to get a lot of injuries, so he may be only fit for half the season this year as well. So we need to look at it and maybe start to integrate Trainee Oni more into that team, because that kid's good. I like Trainee Oni.
Alexis McAllister picked up.
At the start, we saw it in pre-season. We saw it at the start, and we saw it in Bournemouth. He don't look fit though, Bailey. I don't think he looks fit at all.
Arne Slot confirmed last season it's going to take Alexis McAllister a while to get up to speed of how much he had to do last season. And the only reason he didn't play yesterday was because his wife was having a child.
I know that, but did you hear them what they said last year there, Bailey? What they said about McAllister, that McAllister was thinking about retiring because of injuries. Did you not hear that?
Retiring?
That
there was reports. There was reports.
Yeah, but what reports were that though? Talk shite?
No, I don't know where it was from, but I just read it. But
can you hear me?
I think someone's putting the plug
Can you hear me or not? Can you hear me?
Well,
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, with McAllister, I think people are misunderstanding with McAllister's situation. Since he joined Liverpool, it was a back off a World Cup. The guy has never had a rest, if you know what I mean. So this is what they're trying to take care of, giving him a rest, especially last season. Him and Gravenberch in that midfield, the anchor role, protecting the back four, trying to give the ball to the front players to score goals. Like, it took a toll on him. This guy, like I said, since the World Cup has not had a rest. This is why they're trying to take care of him and give him time off. It's nothing to do with retirement or anything like that. It's the tiredness that's come with him, and he deserves it more than anybody. Because since that World Cup, I've never seen him like take time off. If you know what I mean, guys. And this is why they're basically giving him time off a lot because of that. And if you're talking about the Bournemouth game, is because of lack of games. It's nothing to do with him being injured or anything like that. He didn't do. When did you see him in preseason? Last game, I think, against Atletico Bilbao. That was the only time you've seen him in the preseason. So he hasn't had a lot of games. So with games, he will get better. And you're gonna see the McAllister that you used to see before. It's nothing to do with injuries. It's just he's just tired, man. He hasn't had a rest since the World Cup.
Yeah, did you hear Sky Sports earlier say that McAllister? It weren't about his baby; that he was actually injured. I didn't believe any of that though.
No, it's his baby, bro.
Yeah, Sky Sports talked so much Sky
Don't
Sports are about 3 or 4 days behind everybody.
Don't forget, Sky Sports
you know what
is pro
it is?
Man United, aren't they? They're pro Man United, so
Yeah, you know what it is with Sky Sports. Sky Sports like to push these narratives. You know what I mean? Because what it is at the end of the day, you got a lot of us content creators that are doing a better job than them. Do you know what I mean? Literally doing a better job than them. And now they've got competition in their media, in their news and stuff. You know what I mean? Because, you know, we're doing much more better than them. So they have to push out some audacious narrative in the day that's going to get people, you know, watching them again. So that's why I couldn't tell you the last time I listened to sort of like Sky News properly, or Sky Sports News, sorry, properly and stuff. You know what I mean? Because there's always a narrative at the day that they're going to be more favour to Man United. They've been like ever since the Premiership has landed on us. Yeah, they've been pro Man United up until today. Up to today, just pro Man United. They don't give a shit about Liverpool, so they just talk any rubbish they can about Liverpool. They don't care about it. Do you know what I mean? You know, it's just like Man United. Do you know what I mean? And then
all you
obviously,
have to do is look back, you know, with McAllister, guys. Just look back. When did that poor guy have a proper rest?
he hasn't.
He hasn't.
Remember, World Cup, and then the following season at the day was
Big move. Yeah.
Copa America, innit? Copa America.
America.
Yeah, he won that, and then he came.
Brighton, then he came to Liverpool. Then
Yeah,
he competed for the first time he was there. I mean, it was just
But
Can
like,
you just imagine?
Didn't he do World Cup? Then come
Mhm.
to Liverpool. Then he did Copa America when he was at Liverpool, didn't he?
yeah, I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
Yeah, he did the Copa America with Liverpool. But he's literally hasn't had a rest.
No,
This is what I'm
Right,
talking about. Do you know what I mean? Where the fact that the day that sort of like, you know, having those players in your squad and everything that you can say, you know what, McAllister, hold the bench, man, hold the bench today, and if we need you, we'll call you.
exactly.
You know what I mean? We got this. Do you know what I
Can you
mean?
imagine? Can you imagine him playing yesterday, Rods? Can you imagine him playing in that game yesterday? He'd have been dead on his feet, wouldn't he?
Yeah, because of
Yesterday.
the amount of running he had to do.
Yeah, yesterday he would have been
But I do
killed.
think that the day when McAllister and day he would have made that decisive pass at the day, they would have put something through in it and day and then game over. He's just that guy.
Extra fools.
It's just that guy, innit? He's just that guy. Oh man. That's what I'm trying to say. Just imagine him.
That midfield's a dream team, isn't it? If it clicks, guys. Look at that Soboslai, Gravenberch, Verts, and McAllister. That midfield, if that midfield clicks properly,
This
guys,
is why we don't need a DM.
is a frightening. Listen, I'm willing to wait till next season. I'm all right with that one.
Yeah, you know what it is at the end of the day, right?
I need a
I will
marquee
wait till
signing in
next
next season, so that could be the one.
I think people need to relax.
We need a marquee signing next season, isn't it? Then that could be the one.
Yeah. You know what it is at the end of the day? I can wait till next season at the day for DM. Yeah, I can do that. But it doesn't mean we don't need a DM. It doesn't mean we don't need a DM because you will see it in certain games this season. I'm telling you, at the end of the day, right? In certain games in this season, you're gonna say it and day, right? You know what? I understand why we need a DM.
It's fine.
I saw a good few times last season. Although at the end of the day we didn't lose the game or we drew and all that. Do you know what I mean? This and that. But I saw it for myself at the day. So yeah, you know what? This all right. I saw it in the League Cup. I said this is why we need a DM because what they was doing it, they was just bypassing our midfield, literally running through our midfield like nobody was there. Do you know what I mean?
Bournemouth was the same, wasn't it, as well?
Yeah.
Exactly. Both games 2-0 up, pegged back. But I know we still won the game. But we need to sort the defence out. We've got to sort the defence out.
The thing is, look, I think we all need to a lot of us need to kind of just relax. We're not 5 games into the season, and we picked up 6 points against a respected Bournemouth team and a respected Newcastle team. Newcastle put an extra yard in yesterday because of the whole Isak situation, right? On a normal given day, we go to St. James's Park and we win. I mean, the record speaks for itself. And I think genuinely, the fact that we picked up 6 points, none of our players actually came out injured. Slot is going to fix the performances. Slot's not thick as a twig where he doesn't know what he's doing. He's 7 years into his management. He's still evolving, and I mentioned this to Fozzie a lot over the summer. I'm excited to see how Slot evolves as a manager, not just this team, because Slot's going to improve as well as a manager. He's going to chop and change a lot of things over the course of the season. We're going to be back to bringing in Alexander Isak. We're potentially putting Hugo Ekitike on the left. So the dynamism of the actual attack is going to be changing and formalizing. I think we all need to kind of just, relax. I can understand if we picked up maybe 1 point from 6 or 2 points from 6, but we got 6 points from 6. And we showed we had the mentality monsters to get over the line. We speak about this a couple of years ago about the mentality monsters to get over the line. 2 late winners from Federico Chiesa and Ria Ngamoa. Does that not show you where the squad is at mentally, that they are ready to go again? And if Slot can get it right on the actual pitch with the performances, we're going to be, again, a real force to reckon with it again this season in England and in Europe.
Yeah, you are right, mate. Spot on, because we've got to look at it now. This isn't Klopp's team anymore. Slot's actually got his team now. It's not Klopp's. So we need to look at it from the positives there. So
yeah, but I think what it is a misunderstanding here, really. At the end of the day, right? There comes a time at the end of the day, right, when when you cannot outscore the opponent. We had it under Brendan Rodgers, where we was outscoring teams when they scored against us. I remember Cardiff coming in there, right, and they scored about 2 or 3 goals against us, something like that. Yeah, but we outscored them. We beat them 6-3. Do you understand what I'm saying? But there are times at the day that you're not going to be able to outscore the actual opponent. There are going to be times at the day that when you sort of like you score you're 2 goals up and you get pegged back, and that's it. And that's it. This is what I'm talking about. That's what I'm trying to say. And they sort of like the defense and they needs fixing up. Do you know what I mean? And it's not like anything being overreacted, because we've seen it. We've seen it at the Crystal Palace game, right? I know it's a nothing game, but we've seen it same way. Yeah, how we can get pegged back. Same thing, Bournemouth and day, right? We got pegged back with them. Then we got pegged back on Monday. Do you know what I mean? That's 3 games at the day, right? Our first 3 games that we was 2-0 up in the day, right? And we got like pegged back. So all Arsenal's thinking of doing on Sunday, trust me, is like hitting us with a set piece and shutting up shop. And then when we try to attack them in the finale, just try and get us on a counter attack. That's what I'm trying to say at the end of the day. Defensively at the end of the day, right, we need to tighten up. Because what I saw the other night against Newcastle, where sort of like Kirk has turned his back and stuck out his bum, what you doing? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, that's what he done, right? And then what is it today? Like, Bruno Gomes at the end of the day just had an easy header, right, into the back of net. What it was at the end of the day, sort of like, you look at Kanate. Kanate was too busy watching Dan Burns. When he should have been watching Dan Burns, he should have been watching to the left of him. That's what they did. It was ghosting around the left of him in the day, right, and coming to score goals. Yeah, and the nervousness in the defense yesterday with some of the players is a cause for concern. He's a cause for concern. Now, I'm not saying that that sort of like Arne Slot can't get it right. I'm hoping he does get it right, but it's a cause concern at the moment the way the defense is playing. So we're saying either A, get Mark Gay in, right, and get him up to speed, right, or fix the F up. Do you know what I mean? Because the thing that day, right, for Liverpool Football Club, this defense at the day is not good enough. And thank God at the day that we played Bournemouth and we played Newcastle, because you know what is it about Newcastle? Last time Newcastle beat us and everything that, right? Do you know what I mean? It was a long time. It's been a long time since Newcastle beat us. It's been a long time since Bournemouth beat us at Anfield. It's been a hell of a long time. You know what I mean? I don't think you even have beat us at Anfield. So thank God at the end of the day that we've had these 2 teams at the end of the day that we can sort of like claw something back. You honestly think if we're playing like Arsenal or even Chelsea at the end of the day, that would probably be a draw. That probably draw because they did that before. At the end of the season, and they pegged us back to draw.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So like we just got to like tighten up in defense at the end of the day,
Nah,
right?
be more brave, innit? Be more braver.
Be brave. You know what I would do if I was on this lot, I would take Kanate out the team and say, look, when you get your head together and everything that, come
Let
back
me
in the
know.
team.
Let
But
me
at the
know,
moment,
yeah.
of the day, your head's not in it, and I can't afford to have you. I cannot afford to have you in the team at the moment. I can't. Do you know what I mean? Be bold. Just take him out the team. Do you know what I mean? Take him out and put Gomez in there, or put like that young you in there. So yeah, man, here's your chance. Do your thing.
Exactly.
You cannot have Kanate in the team at the moment. I'm Kanate's biggest advocate.
We know.
Trust me. You know that, Fuzzy, innit?
Mhm.
You know my Kanate's biggest advocate. But at the moment, Kanate cannot be in the team. His head's not in the game. You know what I mean? If we want to sort of like win the league again, retain the league, we cannot have people in the team and their head's not in it. Because I tell you at the end of the day, right, we're going to come unstuck.
And it's
This is
dangerous,
what
man.
we're talking about when we talk about the defense. This is what we're talking about when we talk about the DM. You know what I mean? It's not much of a criticism, but it's more of a necessity that we should really have a DM. You know what I mean? We can get it next season, yeah. But I'll rub it now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, that's what it is.
We saw it last year with Quanza. He had a stinker against Ipswich, and then Kanate came in, and Kanate was unbelievable last year. So
Exactly.
he just needs
And
to
what
time
happened?
out for a couple of games.
You know what happened? We won the league. We ended up winning the league,
Yeah.
didn't we?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. I think he needs to. Yeah, I think he needs to come out of the team. Now, Fuzzy, you
Yeah.
know I'm like Kanate's biggest advocate.
Yeah, I know that, man.
You know that. You know, but even I agree with you in the that his head's not in it. His head's not in the game. He needs to, and if your head's not in the game, you should not be playing. I'm sorry. The stakes are too high.
We're not in
It's
that.
the
We're not in
contract.
that position.
It's the
Yeah,
contract.
we're not in that position anymore to nurture players or anything like that. You know what I mean? And wait for players. We've already suffered. With someone leaving to going to Real Madrid. We don't want to be going through things like that. If you look at Konate at the moment, guys, like he's not fully committed. That's what people are afraid to say. If you look at him, he's making challenges of someone that's not, doesn't want to get injured. Do you know what I mean, guys? That's how it looks to me when I'm watching Konate. He doesn't take the risk that he used to do anymore. He's getting beaten in the air by everybody. It doesn't matter if it's Dan Burns, whatever his name is. It could be anyone else. He still gets beaten in the air. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. And not only that, people are outpacing him. Tonali outpaced him yesterday. That's what I keep telling you guys. When did you ever see Konate not enjoy running back after someone and winning the ball back? I mean, it's madness. And it's worrying signs, man. We need to wake up here. He needs to start.
I'm telling you now, Foz, there's absolutely no way Real Madrid are going to want him after watching him in the last few games.
He's not worth 250, mate. I'm sorry.
No, he's not. He's not. 180. That's it.
You got to be consistent. You got to be consistent. He's never consistent. He's never. That's why Liverpool don't want to give him the money. He has to be consistent to get that money, and he's never consistent.
Spot on.
I say take him out. I say take him out of the team.
We have to. Yeah.
You're gonna have to take him out of the team because you see what it is at the end of the day. It's just not. He's not doing anybody any good. Do you know what I mean? He's causing more of a setback than what he's or like us going forward. We should have. You know what? We should have yesterday been able to keep a clean sheet. I know for a fact that at the end of the day. Well, look, Engamo coming on and scoring that sort of winner. It looks good. Don't get me wrong. It looks good. But really and truly, should we really be in that position second game of the season?
That's poor, man.
Exactly.
Should be turning to a 17-year-old.
Yeah. I gotta go, guys. Yeah, we'll speak later. Yeah, I'll speak to you guys.
Yeah, man. Take it. I'm gonna push off.
Yeah,
I'm gonna push off as well. Still, you know what I mean. In a bit.
Thanks for the react. Obviously.
All right. Take care, bro.
Take care, bro.
Yeah. So you know what I mean. It's one of them ones. This is one of them ones.
Yeah, where's Bailey gone? She's still there.
I don't know. Right. Because I'm gonna make a move still because my eyes are heavy, so I'm gonna make a move. So guys, do not forget. Fuzz, I'm gonna make a Fuzzy now. I'm gonna make a movie. I'm gonna make a move still because I got my eyes are feeling a bit
Probably
heavy.
gone.
Yeah. My eyes are a bit
Now
heavy.
drop you to a message.
Yeah. What was I gonna say?
Cheers, mate.
What was I say? You streaming tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay. All right then. So yeah.
It's actually nice to come on your show. I've been saying it for ages.
I know, innit? Yeah. What time are you streaming tomorrow?
About 4:00.
4:00. I'm gonna stream about three. I do a stroll about 3:00.
We're gonna do a show at 5 and I'll redirect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do that then. Yeah. Do that.
Yeah, we'll do that. Uncle,
Peace.
appreciate you coming on, man. Shout
Listen,
Cheers, guys.
I'm always here if you need me. If I'm not doing anything, I'm here.
I'm gonna
No,
drop
I mean-
Fozzie a text because I had to answer the phone to my girlfriend, innit?
How is she? How is you with Miss? How's she? All right.
Yeah, she's alright.
You're missing her, isn't you? You little wretch. He's missing her, innit?
Listen, someone's got to cook for me.
I know it.
I've been doing the cooking.
Right.
Obviously, you boys know about my situation anyway, don't you? You know what happened to my wife, Ross, don't you? And stuff. So,
Oh yeah.
so yeah, she passed away last year. So, I'm a single dad. I'm running things now, so it's hard for me to come on stream. But I'm more likely to come on at this sort of time now. If you are on, Bailey, at like 10 o'clock. So,
Listen, if I come about this time there and I know you're around, bro, I'll shoot you the link, man. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Brother.
All right, man. Well, peace out, boys. Anyway, boys, take it easy.
Yeah, take care. Love and respect, my brother. Love and respect.
Yeah. Take it easy, boys.
Right, I am going to make a move because my eyes a bit kind of like.
Yeah, I'm gonna get in bed.
Yeah, pause, isn't it?
Oh yeah, pause.
Kill me in there. Kill me. Yeah. Oh,
Nah, but
this kid is a falling out.
everyone,
Man.
subscribe to Uncle Man. I'm gonna get yours and Fozzie's link in the description anyway.
Yeah. Well, so 1 second. Let me put this thing in because I can't probably hear anything. Put this thing in. Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
is the cow curse back if Isak don't happen?
Sorry.
Is the cow curse back if Isak don't happen?
Yeah, it is actually. Me and him will be having words. We'll have to do a show and anything that and just like put him in a hotspot. Yeah.
You need to try and do one this Friday.
I'll try and get one this Friday. If I do, I'll definitely give you guys a shout.
Listen, I can't.
Friday, it's the last Friday of the month, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll see if I can do one.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna stream tomorrow about 5 in the afternoon because I've had no sleep from yesterday's game. Done work today. Went to the gym and I've now done 2.5 hours on stream.
Yeah, you've done a lot, man. I need to get back to the gym myself, actually. To be honest, I need to really get back to the gym.
Listen, I've got my chicken in the tub over there. I'm gonna scran that.
Scranny. Oh, that's what those Northerners used to say. When I was in Germany, we used to work with a lot of Northerners, like people from Manchester, Middlesbrough, and all that. He goes, "Yeah, gonna get some scran." He goes, "What's scran, man?" He goes, "Food, in it." Sake. You know what I mean? But yeah, they're good times though.
Yeah, big up, Uncle Man. Appreciate you coming on. Big up the chat.
Yeah.
Hit the likes on your way out. Make sure you subscribe in. Nearly 2.5 hour stream for you all. And I'll be back tomorrow, 5 o'clock. Who knows? If in Isak here we
What,
go.
4 o'clock you mean?
Huh?
4 o'clock.
Oh yeah, 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
I don't even know what day it is, man. I need some sleep.
Okay.
Listen, I will go live. Listen, if Isak here we go happens at 4 a.m., I might have to wake back up.
Do you know what I've been doing? Quick before you go, but you know what I've been doing, yeah? In the morning, when I wake up in the morning, I'll be in bed and I check YouTube quick.
Pause.
No, what it is, I check you not porn show, not porn.
Oh, come on. When I wake up, I'm in bed. Like, what?
Yeah, well, obviously, unless
That's a
unless I'm
pause.
sleeping on the floor, you know what I mean? Now, when I wake up in the morning, before I get out of bed, I'm always checking YouTube to see if there's any bombers, you know. No, it's true though, isn't it? I like.
What uncle just sees my face at flipping 7 a.m.
Now stop that, man. Come on, get out of that, man. Get out of that. Allow that. Who's saying that, man? Bun that. You know what I mean? No, but I'm always checking YouTube. First thing in the morning, checking YouTube. Just to see if there's any movements, you know what I mean? On
You
like
don't
either
watch my
Mark Gay
videos when
or
you
something
wake
like
up then? Because I make sure I get pre-recorded videos.
you know, do you know what I mean? Well, don't you check YouTube as soon
doesn't watch my videos, chat.
no, don't you check YouTube as soon as you wake up?
No.
Just see if there's any like movements on Isak or Gay.
I go on Twitter for that.
Oh, Twitter, okay. Go on,
No,
both.
when I wake up, I can't go on my phone straight away.
Mm.
It's not. I don't think it's not really good for your eyes and stuff, is it?
No, but you know what it is, yeah? It's because, right, what I do, you should do, when I go to sleep, yeah, I have to have noise. Yeah?
Mm.
Something noise.
You're like
yeah?
me, yeah.
Yeah, so what I do is I put on a podcast of YouTube.
You
So
definitely
usually
put
at
on
the
like
day.
copish.
Yeah, it's copies of something like that. You know what I mean? Something to that effect. You know what I mean?
One day he'll put me on for chat. One day.
But you know what it is? So when I wake up in the morning now, my phone's on anyway. Do you know what I mean? So I just quickly check if there's any movements going on. Do you know what I mean? Because like let's say for instance in the early morning there's a bomber, yeah? There's a like Isak sort of like on his way to sort of like Liverpool for medical. But then I've got to get out of bed, right? Get myself freshen up and then obviously go get straight on the laptop. Innit? Get straight on the laptop so I can sort of like say, yeah, this and that's happening and blah blah blah. You know what I mean? This is what media people do, don't they? Media people, the first thing they do when they wake up in the morning is check their phone and see what news is they can report on. Do you know what I mean? See what's happening. That's what they do. You know what I mean? So that's what more time I do anyway. Do you know what I mean? People might think it's weird.
Goes to sleep watching another man, you know.
No, but I'm watching. Listen to Thing in it. I listen to Thing in it. Listen to sometimes I listen
trying to get him to get the pause.
You know, you're just trying to get a pause in it, but it's not happening. You know what it is, yeah? What it is like they got these stories on YouTube, like stories, and it's like stories that on racism and this and that. Do you know what I mean? And all sorts of stuff, all sorts of these stories, and I'm just like, I listen to them. The next minute, I might hear about 5 minutes of it, then I'm out. I'm sleeping, and I wake up in the morning and day just like, and it's just got closed there. You know what I mean? The thing closed it down. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, that's the noise.
Bomber, there's a bomber in.
Shut up.
No joke.
Shut up. You're messing about now, ain't you?
From tonight exclusive. Newcastle are weighing up a third bid for that Larson dude. Wissa deal still alive and talks today. Isak not budging from exit or wish after secret visit. So they're going to pop another bid. And I reckon that's going to get accepted then because they want 60 million. Watch Newcastle put in 56 million plus £1.
was one mad £1 add-ons. Oh, stop it, man. £1 add-on, you know. Remember, do you remember Thing did that? Well, similar to that. Arsenal did something similar.
Yeah,
to that.
Arsenal did it to us, didn't they?
Yeah, 40 million and a pound. Fuck off, you mug. You're mugging me off. No wonder you never got him. Do you know what I mean? Seems acceptance from insiders. Isak sell Craig Hope. Oh, what's he saying here? Acceptance from insiders. Isak sell. Craig Hope saying acceptance. Do you know what I mean?
Well, we'll have to wait and see. But now, big up Uncle Man. Thank you for coming on.
Hey, no problem, man. No problem.
Any content this week?
Yeah, I'm gonna have something tomorrow at 5:00. Then Thursday, gonna do the Champions League draw. Do the Champions League draw on Thursday. Friday, I will do a preview. I'm trying to get a guest on, and the guest that I'm working on, if it can happen, that's gonna be it'll be big. It'll be big. The guest I'm working on, it would be big. I don't want to say anything now to jinx it. You know what I mean? But it'll be big. Nah, I'm not gonna do that either. That's gonna jinx it.
Put in the private chat.
Yeah. All right then. Put in the private chat. I'll do that now. Yeah, I'll put in the private chat now.
I'm trying to think. I need to start contacting people for a preview. Actually, who do I want to get on for a preview from an Arsenal fan? Oh, and
no, this guy's a friend of mine.
It's going to happen in the 24-hour stream.
Well, I put it in the person. Yeah.
If you land that as a collab,
that's what I'm trying to say. And he's actually a friend of mine in a sort of way. I went to his wedding and all that, so I'll try. Because I messaged him a couple of weeks ago, and I said I wanted to get him on channel. He goes, okay. So we'll see.
Listen, you can always shoot the link.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Get him on the chat. Yo, just imagine it the day. Yo, listen, you put that in your thumbnail and that person and right? You're gonna have about 200 people waiting.
I'm trying to think who I do. You want to know who I'm thinking of getting on from the? Ooh, best not say it because I almost dropped two. I'm probably gonna get on for the preview then. I know we said the beginning letter. Whoops.
Now it.
But now
I'm going.
Yeah, big up Ant-Man. He's out
here. Yeah, you know what? I can never confirm. No, can I deny? On that note, peace out, brothers.
Yeah, peace out, man. Peace out the chat. Hit the likes on your way out. Subscribe. I'm off to bed. Pause. I'm ending it here. Big up, man.